off on today's training. Now, we'll be talking about professional video editing, like with your smartphone. So let's go on through the slides one after the other. My name is Okunola Bolaji, and I'll be your tutor for today. Brief about me, okay? I'm into ICT since 2009. I've had privilege to design multiple websites, and God has helped me to train people around the globe. I learn video editing, video graphics, and picture editing in 2000. I think my first learning is 2005. Then I finished as a learner. I finished my training 2008. I do my first outing work 2009. And since then, God has been faithful. I left the field and do a lot of things. So I think I'm in the best position to train you. I've been a trainer in Loving World Technology for almost 8 years now, training people for professional courses. And I've been working with an US-based company to lecture students online almost 4 hours every day, Monday to Friday. And that's what I do. So I think that's little about me. Sorry, I don't really like putting my picture, and I felt I would do it today, but I did not, nevertheless. But that's just a small story about me. So I'm just a young guy like you that have passion for IT, and here I am. So, and the sponsor of this program, I did not put it on the slide too, so let me just talk briefly about that. Loving World Technology is an IT firm. Majorly what they do is deal with ICT, and they have a lot of things related on their websites and the likes. They are the one that assist us with the data and some things during the preparation. So if you're interested in anything, you can make an inquiry, you can check the end of your Jota, more details are there. So that being said, let's go to today's business. Now, introduction. Now, welcome to the world of mobile video editing, unlocking the potential of your smartphone. Now, what is the advantage of smartphone editing? Now, one of the major advantages of smartphone editing is that it's cost effective. You do not need to spend more money. For instance, now, I can guarantee you that if some of you want to go and say you want to get this type of camera, for example, you spend nothing less than, even if you're getting fairly used, you should be spending nothing less than, let's say, 500,000 or thereabouts. And if you say you want to go for a smaller camera, you still spend nothing less than maybe 150, 300. But even despite the current situation, if you have up to 150,000 at hand, you can easily still get a budget phone that will still do the work for you. Meaning, and you are not only using that phone to do your recording, you are using it for every other activities that you have on day to day. So that makes it a little bit easy, and it's friendly, it's user friendly because the app are easy to learn. Now, it's not really that they are easy to learn, but we are adapted to our phone. I can boldly say that any of us cannot really survive for a week without having data on our phone if you are using an Android phone and you are fully into ICT, meaning you can easily have a reason to learn something one way or the other, maybe online or offline. But that being said, let's quickly move on a little. Now, some of the essential things we need to know are here. I will try and throw more light when we get to the practical section. I just want to rush through these slides so that we'll have knowledge on what we are going into before we dive into the main thing. Video editing apps. There are a lot of video editing apps, plenty. Now, most of the time I've seen people that say, wow, which one should I consider, which one should I not consider? So I would throw a little bit more light down the line on which one is the best for us to consider and which one is not the best for us to consider. But for now, we have some of the examples here like Adobe Rush, we have KineMaster, and we have a lot of them like that. I think if you are going into video editing for people that use for both smartphone, Android and iOS user, I think if you are going for free software, CapCut and VN is the best. If you are going for pro options, my personal taste, I will talk that before we get to the end of the class. Then image, we should be able to talk about our image and video stability. So most of the time, your normal camera on your mobile phone may not give you the stability you are looking for when you want to record your video. Now, a lot of people are doing recording because they are doing the wrong thing from the beginning. Meaning, if you actually want to record with your mobile phone, you actually need an additional software on your mobile phone. So, just I'm using Samsung A25, I don't know, I'm using whatever phone you are using. Your follow-com camera may not give you the work. Now, some global phone, I'm talking about Redmi, Samsung, Poco, Vivo, for some of you that use phone in that series, you notice that when you go to the camera section, there is a section called Pro section. I will still try and throw through that in the practical section. Now, the Pro section gives you access to do some things you can do on standard camera. Today's lecture, officially, I will not be talking too much on the basics. I will box us through the basics, and I will give us a link on where the basics have been covered by me 4 years ago. But what we are doing now is we are starting from the basics to the advanced. I don't know if you understand my point. So meaning you should be able to do far better than whatever you see that place before the end of today's class. So let me pick something. So, sorry. This will be easy. So I need to admit some people that want to join online. So in between, I may be a little bit pause because I'm joining. Some people are joining online. Mr. Kolawole, please welcome on board. Okay, welcome on board, Mr. Kolawole. So let's go back to our class. So so you need additional software. Now, this is one of the top software you need for video editing. One of the top software is this Filmo Pro. Filmo Pro is one of my taking until early this year. Now, early this year, I discovered that Filmo Pro upgrade their server, their application, whereby middle-range phone cannot use the application. So if you are using a phone less than 200,000, you may not be able to use the application. That's just the bottom line. So I discovered that most students I have cannot even afford phone of 150,000, meaning it's not become an option anymore. So along the line, I get into another software. There's a free software called Open Camera. Open Camera will do the work fine. I will still touch it early today. There is another software, Pro Max. Pro Max is my taking now, and I'll still talk about it when we get to the practical. So this is just a basic highlight on what we'll be doing. Then okay, that's that about video camera. So I talk about the ProCap here. ProCap is one of the top camera when you want to shoot a very high quality video from your mobile phone. Are we together? Okay, so let's quickly rush through. Now, some other things you will need during this process. You need a video, the tip for professional results. You need a lighting. You need the use of tripod. Now, tripod is something like this guy is using, or something like this light is on. Now, there is a small tripod, there is a big tripod. If you are shooting with mobile phone, you don't need to give yourself a headache. Just get a moderate tripod. They are very cheap. Some of them are as low as 10,000 naira. Some of them are far lower than that, and some as much as 300,000 naira or 400,000 naira. I think the one on this TV stand should not be less than 300 to 400,000. This one should be around 10 to 20,000 naira. So now their height. Now this one too is very long. It's because it was standing on the table. That's why it looks as if it's small. So you can actually get something like this when you are shooting sitting scene. All these interview series and the likes, this one will serve you because the height will reach the head of the person. But if you are trying to shoot more of standing scene, this may not really serve you. If you use this one, you have to sit down, even if you are shooting a standing scene. I don't know if I'm communicating. I may not be able to move around much. I wish I would be able to do that. Then you need high quality audio. Now, if you are going into video, your audio is more important than your video. I don't know if I'm communicating. Your audio is far important than your video. Know it, get it, just know that that's the rule. Your audio, now how do you get a good audio? You need something like this. Now I'm already, officially now I'm recording on 2 sections. The camera is recording me with an audio, which you have a noise filter. Officially I'm, please on it there. So whatever you are doing is our size you should get a mic like this. Our size is you get a mic like this. All together. Now, the essence of this mic is it filter noise for you. Meaning, even if somebody is making noise around you, you can practically record without getting the noise and have a clean audio. If you are doing any video, how many of you have gone to go and watch, which I will still talk a little bit about it before the end of the third class. How many of you have gone to listen to messages, common in church message? Some of us that love Christ very well. You just get there, you just don't even understand what they are saying. The noise is too much, the volume is extremely low. How many of you stay long? Be honest. How many of you just look for another message? The picture quality is fine, but you can't hear them. Maybe there is noise, maybe the audio is bad. That's how important the audio is. Whatever you are doing, once you don't have a good audio, forget about it. I don't know if I'm communicating. So that's how important your audio is. So I'll still throw a little bit light in this slide. So now once you are done with your work, now just export your work out and then share it on your social media. But before we do that, before we go into that section, let's quickly talk about few things. Now, we already have an idea of what we need for web design, for a graphic design, I mean for a website, a video website design. So let's talk now about how can we make a great video. Now, if you want to know how to make video, I will drop a link in the group, on the WhatsApp group, probably today, or maybe I can drop it now. It's a link I've done before. I've done the basics of it all together. Today, I will just brush through the basics, then I take it to the advanced. Now, some of you may say, why? The reason is because there are people that follow most of my training practically every time. So I don't want them to still have the feeling of what they have when they take this class, something similar to this. So I want them to learn something far more than what they have before and have value for their time. Are we together? Are we together? Okay. So now, for some of you, if you have been around a while, how many of you know some of these comedia or Instagram comedia? If you have watched some of them, like there are plenty of them. I think most of us come on their video and watch them along the line. But Shaggy and the likes of them. If you look at their trend, you discover that most of them go deeply into this work. Like they become more serious with the work around 2016. Downward. Now, when you check, like Brain Butter just started less than 3 years or 4 years ago. Now, there was an analysis that came up in 2016 that changed the entire story of video marketing. So that pushed practically 95% of people to go into video editing. Video editing is not too serious before. People go with their camera, with their system, and if you don't have a good system, you can't edit. And I think I have privilege to work in that line. So because of that, most people have a bigger challenge. So what does that end us? That put us in a tough corner, whereby we don't have any choice than to get a good video camera. And if you don't have a good video camera, the brand I have can turn itself to small god. So we started going into using mobile phone. And 2016, analysis was come out whereby tons of people are focusing more on video than any other thing. So everybody's trying to work on it. And this is the analysis that come up that changed. I think I put the source of the analysis there. The analysis was actually on 2015. So Facebook and Snapchat actually have up to 8 billion videos fewer on their server. So we discovered that. So there is large number of people that view video than reading content. So since that become a law, so everybody felt, okay, if I can put a video that I have grades that people will watch, than writing a long write-up that most people will not even read it, then why don't I go into video for my company marketing? Are we together? Because before, they don't do more video. What people do is they do newspaper, magazine, Facebook ads on picture. Are we together? So they said, how many people will have, if you see a Facebook ad on video, and you see a Facebook ad on picture, which one catch more of your attention? Do you get the idea? So everybody discovered that this has become a loan, and everybody quickly jump into the lead. Are we together? And that's exactly what happened. So this is just the basic analysis on what happened. Now, because of that scenario, every organization go into video editing, like go into video marketing, and that become a loan. So that gives us an edge to know that, oh, so video marketing is a key. So everybody started going into the video marketing, both with smartphone, with normal editing. Everybody's trying to go into video marketing. So I think that's a long. Please give me 1 minute. Okay. Sorry, we have an ellipse with audio issue in-house, so I need to fix it. Okay, so from here now a lot of business owner discover that video editing become a loan because it makes their market to have more sales. Example is car.com. Car.com in 2016 have been having issues selling their car. Now, it's not that they're not selling. It's just that they feel they should be able to sell more than what they are selling. You know, most of the organization, what they do is this: they bring their data in. How much are we earning this month, this year? By next year, we should not earn the same amount. We should be able to earn more because the economy is not stable. And at the long run, we have to generate more so that we can expand our branch. So Card.com discovered that they're not getting more return as they should have get return. So they said, what can we do? So they tried multiple options. They said they weigh all their options. They said, which of these options have we not been doing more? So video marketing come into their play. And they said, okay, let's give it a trial. Why not designing a short car, a short motion car, whereby we show every part of the car to the level whereby anybody will dream to use the car. And let's show how people use that car. Now, I'm coming to talk about this short, the few, and how to have your shots to have it nice. I'll quickly brief that now. Now, during that process, most of them discovered that as they tapped the camera and they took some of those shots, people started having the urge to buy a new car. You know, you have a car, you're using, let's say you have a 2-car in your house, you're enjoying it. You know, I mean, if you have a phone and your phone is working fine, but you watch maybe Techno Asphalt, they just show you the camera. Even if it is a lie, just show you one big camera. Now show somebody that zoom into the camera and take a nice shot along the line. They just show somebody float the phone and before you know it, hand it back. You're just like hungry for phone. This my phone is almost 2 years old. You know, before then, you don't even remember it's 2 years. You are struggling to get food to eat. But immediately they do that, say, oh more, I need to change this phone. I need to change this phone. In this sense, you don't actually need to change this phone. What happened is that they use a video to trick your mentality to think you need a new phone. Another means is they will give it cards. They will say this phone come with, let's say, Android 13. Any local phone, itel, Techno, Infinix, they will not give you OS update more than 1 year. It's market strategy. So that when they release another new phone next year or upper year, you just want to understand. My own is using what? 12. No. I need to buy another phone. And they now enlarge the function of Android 13. As part of it, I've been following Android trend. If you're using Android 12 to 13, I'm using the latest OS. There's no major difference. Just minor arrangements, the mic will come up. The only major arrangement they do on 13 from 12 to 13 is if you are using your audio video, there will be a small mic that come up. There's no other major this thing that come up. Are we together? So, and I think that's what happened. That's the major thing that happened. Welcome. Thanks for joining us online. So, I think that's the major thing that happened. Are we together? So, when they discover that they are able to create a desire, now by the end of this class, I will show you how you can trick people with your video that they will not have any other choice than to just go with your video. Because if you are unable to do that, you are not doing video. You see, video editing is the simplest part of this course. But you cannot become a good video editor if you don't understand the principle of the video you want to edit. I've seen a lot of people think what we are doing here is just come here, record yourself, cut. I'm not saying we are not doing that. I'm just saying that what's the principle of what you are recording? Because you are trying to use a mobile phone to compete with a standard camera. So how will you do that? I don't know if we are communicating. Are we there? Okay. So now if you don't get we discovered that around that 2015, 2016, towards early 2017, people actually take more than 60% of action. So a lot of people are going. That's why when you see any standard website today, for some of you that know about web design, for some of you that have seen website before, anyway, you will discover that there is no any website you will come across that they will not have a video on their own page. Any standard website, except is a video-based website. For instance, now Facebook is a video content-based website. It's Web 2.0 property, meaning they don't need to put anything on the front page because once you log in, that's the only thing you will be seeing there. Abi? I hope all of us know that Facebook don't have anything on the landing page. The reason why you are seeing what you are seeing is because you've logged in, you're already registered. Once you log out, you just see their logo and where you can sign in. And that is their landing page. So now, my bottom line is, the reason why most people trying to insist or consistently putting video on their social media, on their website, is because they discover that it makes people stay longer on the website. That's another story for another thing on web design. It makes people stay longer on their web page. That increase the number of times they use on the page. That increase their chance of getting the page index. That increase their search engine optimization. Are we together? Apart from them marketing that thing for the person. And that increase the chance of the person buying it. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. Imagine you're a couple now, you went to a page, you just said, you are taking a course for free, and NYC certificate, there is SAIS certificate for you. You know, there are people that because SAIS certificate is there, even if they don't need the course, they will go for it. But if they read that statement, they may not even read it, except their friends. I read it, is there. So I think that is about that. I want to be a little bit very fast about this slide. The slide is a bit long, so that we can go straight into the practical. So I may not be reading back to back, but I will extend the slide as fast as I can. If you have any question at any time, please let me know. I will address the question. If you have question online, please drop it in the comments, because I can't hear your voice, sorry. But somebody is moderating for me. So thank you. If anyone is moderating, please, if there is any question, just signal me so that we can pick it in. If there is any question, just signal me. So thank you. Okay. Now the question now is, what is the problem? Now the problem is most people don't know how to make a quality video. Now the reason why a lot of people video are not getting the results is because their video, they don't know how to make a quality video. And if you can't make a quality video, forget about it. Are we together? So let's quickly play around it. Okay, let's leave this off. Now, to make a quality video, one of the major things you need is to get a software like this, Filter Pro. Now, I talked about it earlier. I will give us a suggestion on what we use in the practical section, so I won't too much on it. Now, for you to make a great video, first, short in shots. Are we together? Don't take too long shots. I've seen a lot of people that take recording, and you want to record a section of 10 minutes or 5 minutes. Are we together? So what you do is you face the camera and say, my name is Okunola Bolaji. I know how to cook food, and I can teach you how to cook food. So today, let me talk to you how to cook food. Cooking food is this and this. How many of you have done video like that? How many people feed the video? People get bored when they watch the same scene for long. People just swap to your audio if you have a good audio. How many of you have done that before? How many of you have watched video and you just got bored because it's just the same face, the same outfit? Because the shot is too long for the person. There must be a chance to move in between the shots. I don't know if my English is clear. It's clear enough, yeah? So when you're doing your shooting, don't do a consistent long shot. All together, I will still talk about the intro, middle range, and close. And I will enlarge it before we go into our practical now. Now, most of the time, shot your work in series and make your shots to be unique. So if I'm using my phone to record this organ now, if I want to record you, I'm supposed to be able to take your wide angle, your close angle, and then I should have a close range of your eye, because eye contact is the major thing you talk. Anybody that talk with eye contact. All together. So the first thing we should focus is that we should know. I have some short video here I think we'll go through, but Kai, that is outside. Our major just like moving a whole so cover more at the long run. So okay. So try to short the series. It's very, very important. So once you short in series, then you put your video together. Okay? Any question? Now, how do you take a short shot? It's simple. All you need to do is just move, pause, shoot, stop. You know what I mean? Let's say I want to record. Let me do a practical in the house. I will do something wrong because I'm on seat. So let me quickly do something. Sorry. Let me carry. Okay. Let me look for open camera. Let me something. One of the things we'll be using today just to do a practical. Okay. Let me show us in house so that all of us will see what I'm talking about. Now, I'm recording this organ. All together. If I want to shoot this let's say I'm focused. Let's say my goal is on this organ. So let me zoom out a little. Let's say my goal is to focus on this organ. Sorry, sir, we're focusing on you. The lighting is extremely bad. Let me see if I can adjust your color here, just to make sure that I have a good quality video output. Okay. I think this is not bad enough. I think this is fair now. Am I right? Sorry. Okay, I think the lighting is a little bit. Now, this thing is extremely shaking because I zoom in too much from my camera, which I'm coming to. Now, I'm recording this organ now. I want to record this organ. And first thing is I have to take his white. This is white. Are we together? After I take this file for a while, I go to his close shots. Now, don't mind my shots because I'm very far from the Oga. Are we together? I take this Oga close shot. Are we together? Then I will take a side shot. There is no way I will be able to take a side shot from here. How would I take your side shots? I can't take your side shot here. But I think you get the idea. I will show some pictures that display that. Now, my bottom line is I'm shooting one person. All I need to do is move closer, out together, take my shot, move a little bit back, and turn over. Out together. In that case, I'm having a series view of this man that communicate to you per time. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. I'm having a series view of the Oga that communicate to you per time. Meaning, anytime you are taking the shots, I can easily see what you are doing. I can easily, you can easily communicate because there is a move, a change in the sequence. Are we together? And that's exactly what we are talking about. So you move, you take your point. Let's say you are recording on the point, and mind you, let me make this clear. How many of you like all the, you see some video, you just love the video, yeah? That video was shot more than 20, 50 times. So all of you that have this rushing mentality, carry for, we are finished. You will not do anything good, and you will never be better. Good things take time. Ladies can testify to that. It's true. Some of them will wake up 4 a.m. for this class. I hope you know. They wake up 4 a.m., they will have bathed before 4:30, and they will still be waiting for the program of 9. They will be coming around 10 because they have to do some makeup, change the clothes, re-iron the clothes. Now, my bottom line is, if you want to have a good video, you erase this issue of sharp. If somebody that wants to do a movie that you will watch online that will be spending millions of naira can be preparing for the movie over a year. I'm not even talking about Nigerian movie, I'm talking about American movie. How many of you have watched John Wick? They release John Wick practically almost every year, every 2 years, Abi? And they are using a complete 1 year to prepare for a movie. You now, it's not difficult for you to use 1 week and shoot multiple videos for yourself. Are you not? You want to let me say, well, let me use a foul word. Because that's what happened to most of us. You just want to quickly come and edit. You now say you do not have a few. You will not have a few. There is a way to get a few. I'm not here to discuss that. There is a way to get people to get like your pay. I'm not here. It's not my work today here. But what I'm saying is that one of the things that will enhance that for you, are we together, is knowing, doing the right thing first. I don't know if my English is clear enough. Because if you are not doing the right thing, then you will not get the right results. And I've seen a lot of people that they don't do the right thing. And if you're not doing the right thing, forget getting the right results. Are we together? Okay. So now we have, so when you're doing your work, when you're doing your filming or your shooting, when you're doing your recording, just make sure you follow that move. Have a close range of the person. Don't just put the camera there, except you are doing interview, which I will still come and explain a little bit on that before we finish the class today. Okay. So these are some videos I prepared that I thought we would have watched for this short review, but it looks as if we may not be able to do it now. So, okay. Now, camera moving. I've explained to you about camera moving. These are the camera moving you should master and use. First thing is pan. That's move your camera horizontal out together. So palming is, let me see if I can do a palm move here. Now, the palm is me trying to record people on the first row here, out together. So let's say I start from this or that. Don't mind it. I'm extremely assuming, which is wrong for. So I come here and I palm down. And assuming out together. So that's what pan is all about. Pan is just moving your camera horizontal, and then type is just moving your camera vertical. Now the vertical move is very sweet depending on what you are talking. Let's say I want to shoot a guy that is angry. Let's say we're having a movie scene and the guy is getting angry. So the guy is tapping his foot. If I want to take my vertical foot move, I will take his foot out together, swing his foot to the middle of his head, swing out together, or take like 2 steps out to cover his white. And most of you have seen a move like that in some of the movies you watched. Are we communicating? Okay. You need me? Is it? Okay. Now, I thought camera move. All together. Now, when you are dealing with the example have happened today, you notice that every time I try to move my camera when I'm zooming out, the feature is shaking. If you don't want it to shake, you need something we call gimbal. Maybe once I stand up, I'll quickly swap to this, and then I will show us some of the accessory for some of us that join online, and then for some of us offline, you can see it from the screen and you'll be able to see it proper. So now we have now anytime you are recording, make sure you hold your camera still. If you can't hold this stick, this is what you need. So please let me pass this gimbal and this and gimbal. That one is like cutting. Inside cutting. Yes, that one. Now you need something like this. There are a lot of them, which I'll see explain. I think there is a picture I put under. And they say my table is this. Okay. Now this is like 4-in-1. If you are buoyant enough, go for something like this. If you are not buoyant enough, get a smaller one. This may be a little bit more expensive because this is doing almost 5 things at the same time. So I can use this as normal tripod. This for ladies that take selfie. I can use it as table stand. I can use it as motion feature for some of you that do scotch and jump, and some of you do jump all this jumping up, Abby. So I can easily do that with it. So I can have my camera up here, and then it automatically cover anything that jump on it. So you can cover your foot jumping as if you are taking action movie. Have you watched action movies? You see them their leg jumping up. This is one of the things you use to shoot it. Not only that, you have his own sensor, so I can connect it to a Bluetooth, and then he automatically synchronize whatever I want him to do based on the instruction I give. And he have his own lighting. If I think almost 3 layers, just like having ring lights inside the tripod. Now, all of them may not have this, but majorly what you need for your major record is the ability for you to get something that will do the gimbal work for you, this is what I'm trying to explain. So I can put my camera here now, and then if I'm doing the recording I just did of recent now, I'll be able to do a good shot. And in between it, I can use the remote control to control my move, my picture, and to take a shot in between. So, but for some of you that are coming up, you don't need to buy something this expensive. It's waste of money. Because anything you can't make the money back, or you're not sure of making the money back, it's stupid spending money on it. So buy a smaller one. I'm just showing you because when you start making your money, you know that there is higher thing you can get. So you can get a smaller one of 10,000, 15,000 or thereabouts that you can go for. And if you are working on table, I think I have table travel. Once I stand up, maybe I will just do that. Then we'll be able to talk more about that. So the bottom line is you need stability. So trying to have a hand gimbal or a tripod, that will help a lot and that will go a long way. Okay. Okay, I have a short video that will have showed you some errors that come up for people with the lack of, I'm even talking about the foreigner, but I don't want to go more into that. Now, another thing you should be very careful about when you are taking your shot is the purpose about your shot. Be careful of take attention to your background. All together. When you are taking your shot, your background is more important to you. How many of you have snapped picture before? The picture is fine, you like your picture. But when you look at it, you are just beside one dirty area where they put review, and you find it difficult to put it on Facebook. How many of you have said that? You know, unconscious, you don't know. The guy just snap you. You love the picture tire. You just want to post. You just get them in the night. Say, "Kai, those pictures, send it to me." You send like 20. You say, "Wow, I will post like 4 today. Tomorrow morning, I will post another 4. Those pictures are fine." You just open. You are just seeing all this dirty, maybe the house that is uncompleted building. You don't get frustrated. Exactly what you afford in your video. When you're recording your video, your background is your key. I will start to use more of white background altogether. If you are starting up, use an open door, like open space, like going outside. And if you are in Gombe, especially for some of you that stay in family house, and you want to go into video editing or video recording, you don't have any excuse. This area will have one of the best video background you can ever imagine. Just borrow somebody's house for 5 minutes or 10 minutes. They will not angry, don't worry. If they are angry, you are a Christian now, no honor. Just go and buy mots. You won't spend 1,000. Give the gate man, say, "Thank you, sir. We are doing smart thing. This is smart and biscuit." The gate man will even if he will be monitoring your camera for you, Because of that 1,000 naira Pepsi malt, don't buy Coke, buy malt. Malt have value. Are we together? So my point is, if you are here, there is a lot of buildings around here that give you access to have a very good shot. So when you are taking a shot, please consider your background. It's very, very essential. Okay. Now, this is an example of work. Look at this video. Okay, I think I have an explanation on the white shot there. Now, don't be afraid to arrange together whatever you do. So whatever work you do, you have access to be able to arrange your work, especially on the level of stability. I don't want to be going in and out to go into some of the video. I'm just summarizing a complete section of course I can practically take for a month in one day. So I'm not going to a lot of things. Okay. Now, rule of third. Please, if you don't know anything in this class, don't forget rule of third. Please, at least for your video recording. If you don't remember anything in this class, don't forget the rule of third. Now, rule of third is simple. Rule of third simply means that whatever shot you are taking, it should be within the part of the shot should be within the range of your middle frame. Meaning, when I'm taking a shot, for example, now if I'm taking this Oga and it's looking this fine lady here now, I will put more space on him, even if I'm not covering this madam here. Let me do a practical on it. I think practical is easier than too much English. So should I use my gimbal? No, there's no need, since it's just a class practical. Okay. Okay. Now, sir, can you look this fine lady behind you? Just look. Oh, I don't want to hear story. Papa, if Papa is in the house, bear me witness. Now look, I say it's a look. Now let me zoom into this. If I'm taking this shot, even if I want to take this shot and I'm not interested in showing the lady because it's talking to the lady and I want the lady to have the same confirmation, to have a confirmation. So I wouldn't want the lady to show in the scene. See what I will do. Now, I've obeyed the rule of third here. Meaning, in my show, I've already indicated to everybody that a video is going out from this man, I was together, and it's communicating with somebody beside him. Now, if you convert this video to square feet, for some of you that want to record a single video and use it for maybe your reel or for your Facebook reel or YouTube shorts, are we together? You cannot use this type of video. Like you can't use a complete white video because it's the whole place will be white. I'm not a video that you watch on WhatsApp status and it's just looking as if it's tiny. Abi? It's because of this type of video. So I will come to that. Now, you may end up want to convert that video to square feet so that you can cut some place off and you still have the message. If you have taken your video with the rule of third very well, you will not have issue when you're using the video. You see that when I take this Oga, I actually take a part of his face in the middle. And I'm able to take the entire shot. Are we together? Meaning, rule of third said, whatever you are doing, your image, your object, assuming she's not looking anywhere now. Sorry, face me, sir. Face me, sir. Sorry, I'm using for practical today. This will have been my shot under the rule of third. Meaning, I have to make sure that my object is at the center. But when my object is taking an action, my rule of third states that you follow the actions of the person and make sure that part of the object, that's the person you are shooting, is on the middle frame. For some of you that are videographer and photographer, I know you understand me more. So, but I'm just trying to break it down to a layman language so that it will be clear enough. I think it's clear enough. Am I right? Okay. So, and exactly that's what I have on the board. Oh, my camera light is on. And exactly that's what I have on the screen here. I just explained the shot I showed now altogether. Your rule of third means that, okay, I can't bring, is my mouse showing? Okay, should I bring my mouse out? Okay, I will soon get out of here, there's no need. So the rule of third is just telling you that the one in between is one of the major things you will be using altogether. And when you are shot taking a white shot, like you see that the same thing that this for this organa is what we have here. The person is actually walking towards an object. Are we together? So we have to give that inflection that is walking towards an object by leaving a white space beside them. But do you know that if I cut this image to square feet, I will still be able to see the lady a little bit moving to that same direction. Are we together? But if I have put the lady in center, if I have cut it into square feet, the image will not pass the message because you not have access to have a little wide range around them for the effect it's trying to take. Are we communicating? Okay. So we have the filming. This one is just taking action movie. Then we have a lens. This one is just taking a wide range, putting an object in the center. I'll do this example today. Are we together? When this Oga is at the center, you discover that since he's looking directly to me, to the camera, which means he's having a conversation directly to the camera. So all I can do is to put to put my rule of thought in the center. Are we together? That's the second example I showed with this our Oga here, sir. Then we have then focus on background. So wherever you're taking your shot, you should be careful of what you're using as the background. So when you're taking your shot, there are some shots that your major goal is your background. Let me give you an instance using this all. If anybody wants to take a shot of this event and is interested in taking me as the shot, you can easily take the shot without any edit. But if the person is considering taking the screen behind me as the shot, he doesn't have option that to move a little bit back so that me, the object, is not mainly the focus. The major focus of his angle is to make sure that the object at the edge is not cut. Are we together? So it may end up going to the wide angle, and exactly that's what this aspect is talking about. You will discover that the staircase up behind the scene was completely covered. Are we together? So in some scenes, there are some situations you want to take, or some scenes you want to take, especially for your wide angle shot, that you want to give an impression. For example, I want to give the impression that someone is in the mall. This is the easiest way to do that. Are we together? If I have taken their close shots, if you have not made any in the house, if you look at the background that is there, it can be in any studio. But because of the wide angle of considering the background, I can communicate to my viewer that this picture was taken in a mall, in a shopping mall or somewhere. Are we communicating? Clear, Shay? Any question? Okay. So short now. This is the way, the easiest way to shoot your work. I don't know if I should shut this slide and go straight to the practical. I think by 9:30, I will make sure I go into the practical because of our time. Now, the easiest way to take your shot is wide, middle, close. Do you understand what that means? Wide angle, you cover, let people have idea of the entirety. For example, now I want to take a shot and said this Oga, one of the Oga in the front here is in the class, in a meeting, in this meeting. First thing I need to do is take the wide. How will I take the wide? I don't want to stand. Because I stand up, I do not connect wirelessly with my phone. I will have just stand up and make a better practical. Now, what I need to do is go to this place, take a wide angle of everybody, recording everybody here like this in a video. Are we together? Maybe 15 seconds. Are we together? Take the shot, then come and record this Oga in the front like this. Are we together? Then take a close. A close of the shot is take this Oga looking at the tutor from behind. Are we together? So I will have a side view of him focusing on an object. Are we together? So if I put the layer, all of you will already know that there is a class going on once you see the first layer. Are we together? You will know that there are some people in the front, which is one of the people that sit down in the front. And you'll be able to know that it's very, very attentive when I take the side view. Without putting any story, I've already communicated a message across. So anything you are shooting your movie, put those three things in the consideration. First, make sure you show the wide. The wide is just like you are giving an information on what is the environment all about. Are we together? Take your middle. The middle close is you are having a close range of the person talking. Are we together? Then have a closed. Most of the time when we are focusing on close, always target their hand, their face. Are we together? People communicate with their eyes. Are we together? So when you are taking your close shots, I will consider we do that. Okay. So now see a good example of a close shot. So you see the close up. Are we together? So now if this man is saying anything now, people can actually read the mouth with what he's saying. And there is a way people communicate. How many of us like American movie here more than Nigerian movie? Let's be honest. How many? How many? We have people that like Nigerian movie here. Okay, I have to become a born again because I don't really like 95% of their movie. Not because they are not doing good story, it's because they are doing stupid thing, and their storyline does not add up. We are coming to storyline now, so all of you will write story. You have more than 4 assignments before the end of this class, and you must do it. So sorry, it's a rule. We have to make sure the days is effective for us, and if you choose not to do it, well, that's the choice. There is a price for it. So I will get to that in a short time. So now, the most important part of this is to have your close shot. Are we together? Now, most of the time, when you are taking your shots, make sure you consider more of your close shot. Like make sure the shot is in series, so that you communicate through the shot, not only what they are saying out. Are we together? Okay. Now, Okay, let's go discuss about this. So let's assume, let's quickly have a discussion on a short of a video. So let's say lost on the campus. So it's just a title of probably a street you want to work on, the right top you want to work on. Are we together? The first thing is that you have to have your storyboard. Are we together? So storyboard is just how would you like to do it? Are we together? How would you have your story to look like? Are we together? Now, the example of what we are using here now, we need you to have at least close up shots, which means you have to have their face, their hands, and their foot. All together. Then you have your three middle, you have your three white, all together. Then you have 5 to 10 minutes each for every shot, which means each of these shots, you are not spending more than 5 or 10 minutes to take them. Are we communicating? Sir? Seconds, yes. You cannot make your video to be long. All the English we are blowing, we are not saying you should face one man for 1 minute. People get bored. The reason why most Nigerian movies are not going more, they are trying these days. I've watched some of their recent, and they are trying, like of Abattoir, even though the last season is not sweet enough for me. This year's season is not action enough as I've hoped for. But in most cases, you should not, that's exactly what, that's the only English we have been saying is, don't stay too long on a shot. 10 seconds is more than enough. We are not saying you should not stay too long on an object. We are just saying that we should not have the same range of a shot too long. Are we communicating? So, can we try this? Let me screenshot this and put. Everybody's on WhatsApp group, am I right? If you're not on WhatsApp group, please join. 95% of the communication I'll be doing here will be from that WhatsApp group. So I will screenshot this page now. So give me 1 minute. I really want to screenshot and put it there so that this mouse is. Okay, someone wants to join. Please kindly confirm now. Okay, sorry. I got an information that some people are not hearing us online, so I need to find a way of fixing it. Okay, so we are good. Okay, so let's continue. Um, Now when you are tuning, try to switch off video in sequence. We talk about it. Make sure you take your wide angle, your medium angle, and your close up all together. So you have a close shot of the person when you are taking your shot. Repeat this as many times as possible. It's go a long way. Okay. Your shot continues. So just repeat whatever you've done. So I have to rush through so that we can go to the practical. So whenever you are taking your shot, always think wide, middle, close. All together, close up. Wide, middle, close up. Anytime you are taking your shot, always think of wide, middle, close up. So now once you take those three shots, then you bring the shots together. Now how can we do that? How can we put that together? All together into a single sequence. Meaning if I take your for wide, I take your close, then how can we easily bring them together? We'll do more practical on that in a few minutes. Okay, I'll jump in. Okay, this is another play around that we have loved us to just brainstorm, but I'm looking at our time. So normally I would have had a V2 interactive class whereby we talk if you are the one, if you want to have a several shots or away together on how to make eggs. I know how many of us can all of us can make eggs now. Even the men can make eggs, am I right? Yeah? If you can't make eggs, come and meet me, I will teach you. Just pay me 500,000. I will resign my work for 1 month and teach you how to make eggs. How to make eggs is hard. If you don't know, just meet me. Pay me, I will take the class. I will do the bidding and do the class for you. So from here, I want us to go a little bit fast to practical. Now, storyboard is very, very important. So please, whatever you are doing, please make sure you have a storyboard. I have an example of it here, which I will show us in a few minutes now. So it is very, very important to think ahead of all the shots before time. So most of us don't just you want to do any write-up for yourself altogether, or you want to start editing any write-up. Please don't just go to there and say the only thing most focus on is the content. That's very wrong. Before, after you are done with your content, think on how you take the shots. If you are the one writing the content and take the shots. If someone is writing the content and you are taking the shots for the person, think ahead. How do you want the shots to look like? I don't know if I'm communicating. Think ahead how you want the shot to look like and design it on a storyboard. This is how storyboard look like. Exactly like this. That's how storyboard look like. All together, you have your storyboard for you name it, then page. If you are naming it in page on stage or sequence or series, depending on how you tag it all together, you will name it that way. So each of these box now, you will put your 10 to 3 to 10 seconds few you are planning to take. You understand my point? Like you are saying, I want to take this shot from this to this. I don't know if you get my point. So you take your sequence. For example, now the first box can be my white all together. What is that white all about? What is the story that will be in the white? You write it under. The second shot can be let's say my close. So I'm taking the white of the scene all together. I'm taking the close. And from today henceforth, when you're watching any movie, Nigerian, American, any type of movie, just notice what I just explained now. There is no any special technique than what I just explained. It just depends on how you maximize it. Check. How many of you notice that when you watch a movie, you just find that maybe they show where all of them show together. They just show the man coming up close. Abi? Before you know, then they swap back. They just after they show the man coming up wide, then they swap back to when he's talking directly to the camera. You see his face talking, just like the one I saw in the scene. Abi? Like you know he's communicating to the person. Then before you know, they show a wide angle of the people he's talking to. Are we together? Then before you know, they show a close angle, 3 people on the close angle when the person is replying. Are we together? Then they go back to his own closed when he's replying the person. I don't know if you observe. There is no magic. It's just that you have to master this act and know how it works. Are you communicating? This is sketch. So I was starting to sketch this sketchboard and keep it. Let me try and put it on the group so that it's because I'm very, very sure it will be useful for everybody. If you are not in the group, the same link you used to register for this class, the group link is there. The WhatsApp link is there. The purpose of the WhatsApp link for any class I take is for this purpose. Ability to be able to screenshot and drop app and the likes there. Even most of the app will be used today. If they are pro app, the only place I can drop it is this same that place. Oh, I will have copied it from. Let me take it again. My mouse is misbehaving today. Okay, sorry, I just want to save the screen board so that we can put it on the page together for people that are here with us. So I have it on the page too, which if there is anyone I did not cover on the page along the line, I will try as much as possible to make sure I drop them as much as I can. So I have it on the page too. So, okay, let's go back to our slide. So this is very important. If you have time, you can even redesign it. For some of you that have Microsoft Word, computer proficiency knowledge, just redesign it in your way. Say, print it out. Carry your pencil. If you don't want to be wasting paper, mark it on it. This is how I will take my shot. If you are doing 1 minute video, and you use this method, people will watch a 1 minute video like 4 or 5 times because it's more interactive, and they don't even know they spend 1 minute watching the video. They don't know. Have you watched some videos like that? Like you finish watching, you want to rewatch it again because you don't even know you finish. You felt like you should rewatch it as morning time. I have some of our videos on YouTube. Maybe I will show you like 1 or 2 of it. I don't know if okay, but that one is more of technical. It's not technical anyway, but you may not be able to do it on mobile phone. As at now, I don't know what will happen next year, 3 year. So now, so let's give this a try. So now, Stormboard, can we quickly do this now? Can we quickly draw this on our paper now? Because we are coming back to it before the end of today's class. So just do your storyboard of someone brushing his teeth. All of us have brushed our teeth today now. So just imagine now, based on what we've done today, you want to have a storyboard of someone brushing her teeth, and you are trying to take 12 shots of it, or 12 plus, minimum of 12 shots of someone brushing his teeth. Remember, each of them can be 30 seconds. It can be 3 seconds, 3 to 10 seconds. All together. So just imagine the way you brush your teeth this morning, and then draw a efficient board or a storyboard for it. So considering your white, your closed, your middle, and your closed all together, which means you have multiple white, multiple middle, multiple closed to form almost 12 shots that form the scenario of somebody brushing his teeth. Clear? Are we done? Are we done? This is the easiest way. Just think in your head, somebody's brushing teeth now. What are the shots I will have taken to tell everybody to actually know that this person is brushing his teeth? At least imagine 12 shots. Have your draw box, which means on your storyboard you have 12 boxes or more altogether. Then you now label it wide one. Are we together? What is the, how does the wide? For example, now you can just say you are showing a wide of him with his brush inside the bathroom room. Are we together? Showing the picture of the bathroom room more wider with his front. That's the wide, close to the mirror. After that, you can have his close. His close is just a side view to the mirror. After that, you can swap to his wide from the back, or his middle before the close. The middle is just showing him completely halfway, but not too close. His close is just showing half of his face to the mirror, which means you're having the mirror back of the object. Are we together? Then after that, you can go back to another wide of showing the back, the entire back of the person. It's like you are taking the picture of the person facing the mirror, which means you are seeing his face from the mirror, from the back. I don't know if my communication is clear. So you can do that. 11. Ah, this time is flying. Are we done? It's not hard though. But this is the easiest way to learn. If you don't do it, you won't get it. Are we done? Okay. Pending the time we are doing this, let's quickly continue so that we will not be all that things behind the scene. So let's continue, please. Oh, okay. So just know that we are focusing on the 3 layers to form it. We'll just come back to it on practical class. Now, most time when we are taking shots of the close shot, it's more important to consider their eye. People talk, I've said this statement earlier, people communicate with their face. So when you are taking your close up, focus on their white eye, like focus on their eyeball. I don't know how to put it in better English. Because people easily communicate with their face. And if you are recording yourself, I'm coming to that under interview. Focus on the camera's eyes, not the screen you are looking. For example, now I put a screen up the other time. If I want to look and I'm not looking exactly the way my camera eyes is, I will not be looking at the people I'm talking to directly. So if I want to talk to someone else, I'm using a recorder, I want to talk to someone directly on the camera, I will look straight into the camera. All together, not into the picture I'm seeing or the video I'm seeing. So as for some of you that use the front camera for work. Okay? So I think I've explained everything here. Okay? There's some link. Maybe I'll drop some of this video link later so that you can go through it and watch it. Then you have a better feel. Now, capture emotion and motion. Now, do you know that 95% of American love story, Korea movie, the reason why all the ladies like Korea movie, not all, let me use the word all. The word all is like I'm making a conclusion which is not reality. It's not database realistic. Let's say 80 to 90% of ladies like Korea movie. Not because they are doing any serious story. They don't have any serious storyline. They know how to put emotion. So they know how to attack emotion so much that even you'll be crying for the person that you don't even know. That somebody just sit down and work on your emotion for you. So when you are taking your shot, consider the angle of emotion. All together, it goes a long way. It gives the simony. It allows the viewer to communicate. I don't understand my point. So the viewer can easily communicate perfectly without any headache if you attach emotion. So whatever you are doing, try as much as possible to make sure you work on emotion. Most of the time, people emotions go a long way. So when you are taking a shot, focus on having emotion shots in your videos. So now another easier way is to tell a story. This is very common. All the Instagram ads, Instagram, what is it called? Um, video or short video maker. That's what they do. The only thing they do is just to tell a story. Nothing more, nothing less. What they do is just to tell you a story. What do you want to hear? And they tell you the story you want to hear. So that you will be communicating. And if you want to attach someone emotion, story is the easiest way. Just imagine somebody say, do you know my first time in Gombe? Kai, I can't forget it. What happened now? Kai, as we enter camp like this, I see pit toilet. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Now, somebody that have not been to camp before, someone that have been to camp, I've never even been to Gombe. If you're in Jos, they don't have pit toilets. I'm able to serve in Jos 2 years back, and they have a normal toilet. So now, I can quickly relate the way you stand the word pit toilet. So, oh, okay, people are still using it here. That's good. Welcome to Gombe. I don't know what I'm saying. Now, I can feel as if I'm the one. Then I said, when I get there, I see warm. Now, you see, somebody is already reacting to my own story. I'm just even making up less than a minute now. Now, before you know it, the person carried away. But mind you, I will still explain something about the peak of the story. When you are telling story, be careful not to tell your key points. Put people on suspects in that minute, unless you have reached your story. I don't know if you get. Okay, let's go back to our slides. Okay. So now, tell a story. Now, a story should have a 4 elements. So before you can claim you have a story, you must have these 4 elements. 1, a hero. 2, the beginning. That's where the whole hero thing starts. The middle and the end. Are we together? So when you are telling your story, you arrange it in this order so that people can get what you are trying to say. So any story you want to tell, this thing is not new. For example, now when you are writing essay in secondary school, you know that any essay you want to hide, you have the idea in your head now. Abi? That's the hero. So when you are thinking of that story, design who is the hero in the story, who is playing the hero game, like who is doing the better or the bad person. I would say that hero can be a good or bad person. It can be bad hero, it can be good hero. But who is taking the major clients there? Then have a beginning of the story, how the whole thing started. Then have the middle of the story, how the whole thing resolved, and have the end of the story. So I think those 3 things are very important. I need to finish this faster. So when you're telling a story, those little things are very, very important. So have a good idea, have a point, make it so much interesting. So basically when you're telling a story, just make sure your story is interesting for people to listen to. Simple as ABC. Now, anytime you're telling a story, please always hold the part of the story back. There is no fun in it when there is no part we are hoping to hear now. I mean, at the end of it, I watch short story, you discover that they come with the technique of recent. They will carry the last scene and put it in the first before you start recording. You know why? They are just following this principle. They want you to know that there is something they kept in the hands that looks so funny. So they put it to the front. So that when you watch it, 95% of all of you that watch movie because that watch any of those things, the idea behind it is to go back. You are watching that movie to see how that thing happened and what happened after that thing. I don't know if you imagine now somebody just mistakenly pour hot water on someone. You just have the slow motion of hot water. And they just show the entire body burn down. You just say from the beginning. If you are not careful, if you are emotional, say, hot water? Why will you pour hot water on somebody now? You are the one raising question. So your story must raise question. But what happened to the body? Will the guy survive? You don't say it out, but that your brain has processed like 20 questions. Now, because your brain has processed questions, you will finish that movie. Even if you don't have data, you will borrow data if you are not careful. Because once your brain is a human factor, once your brain raises questions, there is high tendency for you to want solution to it. And in the process of finding solution, if you are not careful, you do everything to get the solution. And they achieve their aim. You what they add in between, so the parents get paid. All of you get paid. Good business. Abi, you get the story now, and they get paid for the heart. Everybody is doing business. But I don't think you get my point. So exactly what we are saying here. Make sure that when you are writing your story, hold the major part back. Now, they discover that when you hold it back, some people will not want to wait to watch the major back. That's the one that happened 2021 ending to 2022. So we discover that the sticky way we they hold back, people way we they hold that back are not interested in waiting again. So we carry the secret in the back to the front. So we'll force you to wait. Do you get the idea? So that's just it. Now, this is the structure for your story. You can jot it down. This is the structure for your story. This is the arc of a story. If you are telling a story and you don't follow this arc, I can guarantee you nobody, your story will always look boring. Have an open, just tell them to clamor. If they get up, just bring it down. Because after they know what they want to know, there is nothing they want to know again. Like I'm giving a story about Amada. Probably now, when I want to start the story, I say, thank God I'm done with service here. My journey in Gombe is not a funny one. Can you imagine I use pit toilet with maggots? Now, somebody is interested in hearing how will you use pit, especially somebody that have not been in this environment before. Maybe somebody in university that is still hoping that private universities to be precise, and it's hoping that pit toilet did not exist again. Then you start the story all the way. Now, immediately you tell the reason and say, now I'm a graduate copper. You don't start giving one long story, you are killing the story. Because what wants the person, you want to know how you survive to finish. Abi? Immediately you reach the finish, end your story. I don't know if you get that major thing you are keeping. Once you drop it, end your story. You know why? You will come back and look for another story you want to tell. Do you get it? But you see, once you end it and you now start doing too much to end the story, they get bored. When next they want to come back and they see your video, what first comes to their mind is how they end your video. People remember how they end the relationship more than how they start the relationship. It's the same principle. Same principle. So, easiest way, when you see that the relationship is not good, you just cut it off. You will connect back, don't worry. Because the question will come up, why will we stop? Why are we not talking again? We have not even fight. The guy have not even done anything wrong. You have not had a chance to see bad things. But the day you are keeping longer time, you see bad things that you don't even see the bad thing before. The same thing with this video. Once you are coming up, just bring it down. Once you discover that whatever you are having is just having the same scenario, just forget about English. Bring it down. Because the more you are wasting time and thinking, before you know now, a lot of other things will be coming up, and that will not be what you are looking for. So anything you are doing, bring it down. You are communicating, Shay? It's clear enough? 100%. Okay, let's go back and let's see how far we can make this better. So now let's do some brainstorm. Choose one of these topics. Brainstorm on what do you think? Two things you brainstorm on. Who is the hero or what is the hero? All together. Then what happened, beginning, middle, and end. Can we brainstorm it? Can somebody give us a less than 1 minute? Can somebody give us something, pick a topic and just discuss about it? Anybody? 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 Let's talk now. All of us like story, so if there's anybody online can indicate so, I'll put it on screen. Anybody? You have something, ma? You have something? I'm not afraid of telling stories, but all of us know how to jigs. Okay, jigs. Maybe I use the word story. Jigs on any of these. At least, what are the trouble you face at the first day after NYC camp? When you enter Gombe, how far is the transport? At least if you can't relate with most of them, you'll have related with one of these now. Che? Or you have not attended any birthday party that the scenario is not funny. Okay. Since all of us don't want to talk, nobody wants to tell us story. Which means when you enter Gombe, all of you understand that was very well when you enter Gombe. Okay, if we have time, just go through that and okay, let's go to our next slide. Are we there? Let's move to our next slide. Now, I have a lot of practical class that we will have done, but I think with our time, we'll not be able to do the practical class, and you are not helping the practical class. So normally I would have loved to split us into group, but I think our time is past Wednesday. So I will not leave. What I will just do with most of this is I will try and drop this screenshot on the page. I won't have time to put anybody in group, but I will see if I can get 4 volunteers that can help me to put people in group. I will not monitor the group. I don't like telling lies because I won't have the time. Yes, but I will make sure if we are able to do that, so that we can do some of this together as individual group, submit our work. I will review it so that you will know whether you know what you are here for. You are just wasting your 5 hours time that you're supposed to be sleeping in your house, and I hate wasting time too. So I will drop some of the questions. We have like 5, 6 questions that will have been more interesting for us to do. This is another scenario that we'll have talked about emotion and much more, but we don't have the time to do more of that. So let's. Now, another thing you should know when you are doing your video, please, I made that mistake. It's not a mistake, actually. I did it intentionally because I don't want to stand up. Please, when you are recording with your mobile phone, don't use your Zoom. Now, please, don't use your Zoom lens on your camera. Zoom with your leg, not with your lens. Are we together? Please. The reason is the more you zoom your camera, the more blurry your phone camera becomes. Your camera becomes blurry, and you don't want that. So instead of me zoom 2 steps, I take 2 steps forward. Not only that your camera will be blurred, there are some good camera. I think I managed to have a small camera that can help like that too. But there is no way you will be zooming when you are using hand-end camera that your hand will not shake. There is no way. You can't be doing multiple zooming when you are still using, even if you are using gimbal. The only thing is that auto gimbal will still stabilize for you automatically to some level. But it's still not as advisable because there is a high tendency to make mistakes. But you can move with your foot. If you move with your foot, the gimbal will stabilize the whole work for you. For example, now this one is dangling. If I power it on now, let me power it on. Now I power it on. Do you notice what is happening? I've on this gimbal now. You see that as I'm turning, he's controlling himself in my hand. Do you notice that? He's taking control, telling me that this object should not go beyond what you want. Even if I turn like this, do you see? Let me off it. Now I've off it now. Is it still on? Okay, it's still on. I just put it on auto swank. Let me off it. Now I've completely off it now. Do you see how it's dangling now? It's not taking any control. If I turn anything now, you just do whatever you want. And if I connect with my Bluetooth now, if I connect with this phone Bluetooth now, any action I want to take on phone, we assume the phone is on him and it takes the motion on its own. So now, the point I'm trying to make is, if you're using your gimbal, working with your foot will not actually shake your cartridge because the gimbal will try to stabilize it for you. But zooming on the gimbal will definitely shake your hand in most cases. If you have mastered yourself over a period of time, you can still find your way. Are we together? But instead of you zooming, move close to the object or move out of the object. Are we together? So I think that's clear enough. So, and I think I put a clear example here. Times 10 zooming is equal to times 10 shaking. Are we together? So the more you zoom out, the probably more your phone or your gadget will be shaking. So another thing you will consider is when you are taking a cinematography shot. When you are taking a shot in, if somebody, let's say, this is a room, let's say I'm shooting someone coming in. Once you're shooting from the right coming in, immediately you come inside, swap to the left, so that you can show that the person walked in, and then you can show where he's walking to. Are we together? Because if you go back to the left here, it will look as if the person is walking in a loop. Are we together? Give me 1 minute, let me check something. It will look as if the person is walking in a loop. And that will not be favorable. Sorry, 1 minute. There is. Mm-mm. Okay, we're having a little issue from the cloud. Okay. Sorry, there is a notification I'm getting, so I want to quickly fix it. Okay. So we're having a meeting from online, so I'm fixing it. There is another link for people in the group. Please just, I've dropped a link now. Communicate that anybody online should join through the link immediately, and they'll be able to follow online. And they can join through the Facebook, and they will have access to it. Okay, sorry for that break. They are giving an update that there's some for people that join online, so I'm trying to fix, and I'll fix it back. Okay, so let's go back to our class. So, as I'm saying, try your best to make sure that the way people come in all together is very, very essential. Because if you follow this side in now, are we communicating? You have to make sure you follow the other side. If you go in, if you come in now and you are taking the same record, it will look as if the person turned back. So which means you have to swap back and then use it. Are we communicating? Is it clear? I'm speaking grammar. Let's talk. It's not clear? Okay. Can somebody borrow me his phone? And somebody come for practical. For people online, can you borrow me? You want to borrow me your phone, Che? Is that? I just want to use to so okay. Let me just use my phone because they will not see it if I'm using another person. Let me try and use my phone, so that I can show it on the screen. Okay. Let's assume this thing. Let's assume, how would I arrange this that would be easy? Let's assume this is a door. This is a door. This person, this is a woman being. This woman being is walking it through here. All together. Now, if I'm recording this one now, I'm on my left side of the door. Abi? I record this object. Now the object move into this door. All together. You and I know that there is nothing I can do in a professional level. I have to pause the camera here, except there's another camera inside to record. Abi? If I'm following the person inside, I won't have a good shot. I will just let the person sit. Abi? So I pause my camera here. All together. Then I go. Now I'm on the left side of the store. Am I right? In most cases, it will give a loop as if this person don't have a continuity. But because I'm recording it from the left of the door, if I go back to the right of the door, any few I'm picking up will pick in and people in the house. So how will I? And I don't want to. If I stand up, I don't know how to explain. Okay, maybe when we go to the practical class in a few minutes time, once we talk about their software, I will ask somebody to walk out of the door, walk in of the door, then we'll do a practical for in-house. I think that will be better, Shay. Okay. I think that would be better. So I will try and do that. So these are some of the tips. Altogether, the subject exists a frame to enter with the next frame. So anybody that leaves the first frame, make sure it's dependent that will enter too. Altogether. So somebody is in a frame and then in a frame does not mean you enter house or door. Meaning that if you are having conversation with someone and you take it out of the story in the frame, when you are coming back to the frame, let it be the same person and then fast faster. If somebody is entering the house, when you are coming to the next, show that it's the one that entered the house. Altogether. Except you don't want to show that, except it exists the house. Are we communicating so that there will be continuity? Now, you're always as good as your audio. I've discussed this before. So your audio is very important. Have a good audio. Nothing more, nothing less. So now to have a good audio, you need a tripod. A tripod is these two all together. You need a mic. A mic is this small mic all together. You need a light. Light is this ring light all together. And you can get bigger one, smaller one, or you do light in your house. The easiest way is to have a green light, or you use a daylight, the normal NEPA, God-given NEPA light all together. That go a long way. That will serve very well. Clear enough, yeah? We want to show an interview. These are the key things. We are doing interview shorting. These are the key things you should consider in the class of 30 seconds. It's just repeating what we have. So I would have loved us to do this. Should we try it? Should we try this now? Okay, so pick a partner for this class. Interview the person where it work in 30 seconds. Faster. Can we do that? Just using what you've learned now. Any question? Carry your video and record it on your phone. You are recording it on your phone, though. We are going to video editing now. We are using the software to edit now in real time. All this one is just English, so that we understand what we are doing. Carry your phone. That your phone you are planning to edit with today. Put it on landscape. Carry your camera. Face the man and have conversation. Just simple question. Where do you work during service as a copper? Please, let's have a quiet house, please. Sir? Please tell me now. You want to find guy as your partner. Please, let's be quiet. We are doing audio. Remember, noise is your enemy. So now we are making noise your best friend. So, are we done with the interview? Okay, please let's converge back. One house. Let's converge back, please. Hello. Let's converge back and continue the section. I believe we are done with this. Hello. We don't have the whole day. We are just warming up. Please let's converge back. Hello. Please let's converge back. We are going to practical soon. Let's finish this slide. Are we through? Are we through? Now, before we go, hello. Okay, how many of us are able to take the recording here? I believe we've done the recording. So because we'll use it in few minutes time now. Now, let me ask a question based on where we have been coming, what we have been doing or what we are doing. Officially, how many of us think of our storyboard before we start the recording? I'm seeing one hand. How many of us think of our storyboard before we start recording? I'm seeing one. I'm seeing 2, 3, 4. Now, you see most of you that don't install your storyboard. I can guarantee you that you are just wasting your time. Or let me say you have not applied anything you learned today. Because what you do is what anybody that is not in this class would have done. Is that not so? If you ask you to come and interview someone, what will you do? Is it not to carry your phone and record? 2, I can guarantee you that all the video you use will not be used. Can you play the video on your hair and see how it sounds? Just try it. I don't need to listen to it. If you know you are here, you can use your earpiece. It's fine. Are you sure? I'm not hearing voice under. Okay, I will ask you to send it on WhatsApp. I'm sorry. Please send that on WhatsApp. Drop it on the, are you on WhatsApp group? Drop it on the WhatsApp group. I will pick it up during the class I use for practice. If you are sure that your audio is clear, please drop it on the WhatsApp group. I will pick it during the class in real time and we'll use it in real time. So now, 2 things. If you are having a shot of just one angle, you will notice that we are not done what we are here for, because if you are not careful, your video may be a little bit boring. And the reason is because you did not feature it. You don't have your feature board think along. 2, whatever you are doing with your video, at the end of it, always consider that your audio take a priority role. So because of the way we record it, And I'm sure most of you don't have mic. You may not have a good audio. If you don't have plenty money and you don't want to buy mic, I've tested something. Oraimo original USB cord. Earpiece. I don't know how they said the original one. The one I'm using is over a year on my hand now. How much? Somebody say 2,500, somebody say 1,500, somebody say 2,000. So it depends on where you buy. So just from the in-house within 1,500 to 3,000. Get original one. That one will not filter noise for you. But if you go to a place where there is no noise, it will give you a clear audio. I've tested it like more than 2-3 times, and it did not disappoint me. Are we communicating? We are on the same page here. Okay. What next? So I will have asked us to. There's a lot of practical seriously that we will have worked on, but for some reason we are not able to do that. Do you have any questions so far on what we discussed? I think we understand our mistakes, our error. Okay, so let's quickly go in. Let's move on. Okay. Question. Okay. Any other question? Okay, question. We have 3 questions. Okay. Sorry. I don't know if my mouse will pick. Okay. Ask your question. Let me see if my mouse will pick. Okay. Yes. Yes. 91 MB. Okay. Okay. Yes, there is a way to do it. Yes, there is a way to do it. I will attend to that question, but I want to be sure it's the same question. Anyway, what is the second and third question? Is it the same question? What is the question, sir? Yes. 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 Okay. 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 Yes. Okay. 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 So the question is, if you are in a football setting, how will you deal with that? I've understand your question, sir. I will address it now. Your questions. Okay. No, what I did is any work I did here, any assignment I did on the screen, I screenshot and drop it on the group. So anybody on the WhatsApp group, anybody that have joined the WhatsApp group should be seeing everything in real time. We have issue with our former link that is working, and immediately I create another. That's why I post the other time and drop it there. And we are live on Facebook and YouTube on stops from morning. So the people on being I joined through FreeMeet, that's is just because of 2 things. Everybody here is getting certificates for this course, as long as you registered online. And I'm not the one, and you can verify it, and I'm not the one issue the certificate. I'm just privileged to affiliate with people that will issue the certificate. So that's why it's more compulsory to do that. Then the reason why for them to be able to ask direct question, anybody on YouTube and Facebook, I'm not really picking their question. But anybody on Zoom meeting, if you ask any question, there are people that monitor it for me. They send the question across. I can unmute the mic. I can even display their face here. I don't just want much distraction because the time is too fast for me. I'm trying to cover what I can use a month to take in 5 hours, and I want it to be effective. So in that case, the screenshot I'm making is just the question to the group. Anybody on WhatsApp group should see it. Anybody, if you are not there, just follow the same link. You get the information from there. Is WhatsApp link, the last link. Just join the group, sir. So what's your question, sir? Okay. Okay. That's the question. So let me pick the question from the top. Now, to compress your file size is relying on your video resolution. Some phones, which I will still talk about it when I just want to rush to the practical, but I discovered that you see the practical editing we are going for. is the most useless thing. It's not really the major thing when you don't know the principle. I don't know if you understand. Somebody tell you, Abba, it's easy to finish first class in university. All of you here, it's easy to finish first class in university. But when you are in secondary school, do you think it's hard as it is hard when you finish? If you are coming from a school that you don't have plenty people and you are one of the best, you even tell them, I will not even go for level. 100 level is even the most, I don't even know who introduced 100 level in university. You're supposed to scrap that thing. Because it's what is killing all of us as a student. You enter first semester, everything the lecturer is saying, you know it. If you are a good student, you know it's in secondary school. You write test, it's like you are not even in the class, like you don't even go to secondary school. The test will be so different, the pattern will be so different, plus the exam, the secondary school plus the one you will just be confused, like, wait, so is it the same class? Then you now come into the reality that, okay, now this is one. Now, people that are monitoring me are more than people that are not monitoring me. So, I don't know if you get the point. Now, back to your question. For the camera, there are different resolutions. We have 8K, we have 4K, we have 2K, then we have 180 to 920. It's not 2K, it's close to 2K. So when we say it's 2K, it's not 2K, but it's close to 2K. Then we have 720, we have 480. Anything down 480, I want to start to use it. Now, the reason why you're having that heavy file is because your phone is recording within 2K to 8K altogether, meaning you have high resolution. Now, when you get to work to editing stage, it's good to record on high resolution, which I will say explain that because it gives you control over it. It's good to have heavy video to work on than to have lower video. Altogether. Now, when you get to your editing section, as a Nigerian, personal advice is not a must. Even Monzion, top industry in Nigeria, don't ever upload video above 80K. It's only of recent now, Abattoir, that they upload video up to 2K or 4K. It's in 2K. In most cases, most of the video industry in Nigeria is 180, not even up to 2K. But they will still calculate as 2K. So, but you that you are coming up, when you are uploading your video, focus on 720. It will reduce it will work fine on any screen. Even 480 will work fine. If what you are doing is Instagram Reel, all this, most 35% of Instagram Reel we watch on phone. Use 480. 480 will be clear on phone, system, whatever, but it will not be as sharp as the other resolution. So the reason why you are getting there, if you go to this video, go to details property, that video should be on 10080 by 920. Am I right? That's why you're having that file. So that you are sitting on less than 2K, but it's close to 2K. So that's why the resolution is that high. Are we together? So the pixel is much. That's why it's high. You said it's very way to compress it. Yes, there are a lot of software to do compressing video. Most of them are not good enough. I have one I used the other time before I got this phone. I don't know if I have it on this phone, but the easiest way is to use your main editing software, take it to 720 for export, and then it will do the size for you. I think that's clear enough. The second question is talking about the football feed. How we'll be able to talk about this scenario. Please, let's have that one thing at the back of our mind. We did not say you should not shoot video of 1 hour. We are saying that each of your clothes should be as short as possible, within 3 to 10 seconds. Are we together? Saying that when you are seeing an image, within 10 seconds, in some cases, you should be able to swap to another frame. So if I'm looking at the close of this man, in 10 seconds, I should be able to come to this white. In 10 seconds, I should be able to come to this. I don't know if you get the idea. Go to another scene. We are not saying we should not have a long story. Now, football feed, what is being used is simple. I've had privilege to see the settings. So I think I'm a good person to explain. Any football feed you have nothing less than standard football feeds. People are improvised these days. But any standard football feed you see have nothing less than 10 to 15 camera. Each of the camera are auto tracker. Auto tracker camera, you can do something like that on our editing. So maybe I will show some light. That's on editing. Auto tracker, what it does is that you mark an object. This tripod can do it. It's just that I don't have extra phone here and I will not be able to show people online. Or maybe I will use my phone on this. If I move my phone and target a lady or anybody in this place, anywhere you go, the camera will automatically rotate and follow you. There is auto tracker on this tripod in my hand. If I mistakenly use this tripod now, anybody that follow me, anybody that the camera was locked on with, will automatically see it. And then it will work like the camera will be rotating, following your face anywhere you go. There are many of them. This one I have it. Some they sell it separately. You put it on tripod. This one is just like 10 things in one, kind of. We don't get plenty money like copper now. So we are buying small things that have plenty things together. But I think you get the idea. So in that case, what they do is most of the camera are auto tracking. So they have given an instruction to each camera on what to track. Then they bring it in, just like what I'm doing now. Officially now I'm monitoring more than 5 things together with a single system. To you now, I'm just lecturing with screen, Abi? But in reality, I'm showing feet to like 6, almost 4 places or 5 places as we are here. And I'm monitoring and taking people in. But you are not seeing the screen. So if you want to do it locally, the lowest you can do is use Filmix. If you have Filmix, get your camera, something like that is what I'm using now. Get your camera, don't use, you can use OBS too. If you're using Filmix, don't use Aeon, don't use them. If you use it, you have a drag in your camera, and you will have you have a drag, and you have a freeze once there is a little distance. But to fix that, I can't go into details. There's a lot of ways to do that. They have a separate tutorial for it. If you're interested in the tutorial, I don't know if I do any tutorial on it on YouTube, but there's a separate tutorial on it. If you have the tutorial, you can easily use the tutorial. I don't know if you get my point. You can easily use the tutorial. Are we communicating? We are there, she. So that's that. So you have to have multiple, and when you watch what I just explained now, people that use it most, if you want to enjoy it, just go and watch any movie. How many of us watch football very well? You go to cinema house and watch football. Now I will just analyze the story. How many of you notice that when somebody wants to kick the ball, you see the ball? When they kick the ball, you see the post. When they see the post, you see the goalkeeper. And immediately now you see how the ball entered the goalkeeper. Are we exactly what we are saying? All those things happen within 10 seconds, 20 seconds, Abi. But you don't know. You say, wow, what does it make you? Are you not 100% more connected to football? Do you get it? Then after they do that, they do a replay of the event. Are we together? Because it's recorded in real time, you just say rewind to 30 minutes and replay what we've captured from this camera angle. OBS can do it perfectly. Sorry, Filmix can do it perfectly. They can man if someone. Okay, I don't want to say someone like you because it's God that is helping me. I don't know much. But if someone that is expert in the field can undo it, you can get the result you are looking for. But for standard setting, all you need to do is get your camera, put your camera on charge, put it on the digital mixer, get a digital mixer of 16 channel, minimum of 32 channel, put your camera on the mixer. If you're using anything up to 32 channel mixer, there will be a submixed, which means you can mix twice before your output. If you don't understand what I'm saying, just go to Google. Google it. Google is our friend. You will get it. He will not tell you 100% true, but he will not tell you lie either. So you have half information, and half information is better than no information. Are we together? So just go through it there. But that's the method being used. We are not saying you can't shoot 3 hours video. We are saying that the video you are shooting should have a break in between. Are we communicating? So that's that. I think I've answered the question. Answer the question. Okay, so let's go back to our class. The interference. Your question is straightforward. This is the problem of your question. This. You see, when you start recording, why did I say, are you sure your audio is good? Why did I say you should listen to your audio? When you are recording, naturally you have noise. Now, when you are in an environment where people are, use a mic like this. Or there is another one where I don't know if I come with it. I'm unable to go to that place. Maybe if I stand up, I will quickly do that. Go look for a wire cord. Out together and put all these. There is this mic they said that 3,000, that 5,000, that 12,000. Most of this type is from 15,000 to 150,000, depending on the quality you are going for. They look alike, but they are not the same. Out together. So now the question is, we are starting up. I always tell people, don't allow anybody to intimidate you. Anybody that buy 150,000 mic, I've already buy 10,000 mic before. Ask him. You don't get the money too. All of us just the packaging. So my point is, don't allow anybody to intimidate you, including me. So if you want to go into it, if you cannot afford this as a copper, this should be around. Don't buy one mic. If you are buying this step, our style is not to buy one mic. You will regret it. I'm talking from experience. Somebody you just want to do interview with your friend, you understand? Buy minimum of 2 mic. Minimum of 2 mic that are good should be around 20,000. If you don't have 20,000, buy the normal cord mic. We should be having them in the office anything from January. Probably if you're interested, maybe January, February. But you can get it in the market. I don't know if they have it in Gombe. I buy most of my things outside the town. So I can't say if they really have it in Gombe. I've not checked. But you can buy the rope one. I have one of the rope one. I don't know if I come with it today. I try to pick things, but I will check if it is there. The rope one is just that you cannot modulate it. Now, me, I can stand up. Sorry, let me swap back so that I will not be covering empty stage. I can stand up here and walk around. Abi? and my audio is still working. Anybody online watching any recording, you can still capture me. Do you get? But if you are using the wire on, that's what I'm doing with the phone now. I did not use the wireless for a reason because I don't want any lag online. I will have used wireless for my phone for the live transmission, for the live transmitting. Now, officially, if I'm using the wire, you have to be with your phone. I was together, and there is one that is as long as from here to maybe the third row. But you know wire too. If anybody overmatch, over squeeze, it's got broken. You get. But you can get the wire mic. I think 3,000 to 10, 15,000. You will see a good wire mic. Some I even have 3 heads. I bought one like that. You have 3 heads. I was like, wait. So if you want to do interview now, we're going to join each other. I will cut it. And there are some that you can extend. The bottom line is don't be intimidated. If you don't have it, it's not a crime. Get what you can have, but please, and that's why I give an alternative of Oraimo. So Oraimo will not filter noise, but most of this will filter noise. Now, question people used to ask me is, what is the major difference between this one and the 10,000 and the 150,000 one? Abi, since they look alike, the major problem is how they can filter sound and the quality of their bass. For example, now, if you join this program online now, you will enjoy it by more than if I sit down here because of the quality of the sound. I've done interview with some of our students. Sorry. 1 minute. Yes, water can be anytime. Yes, let water be anytime, as many as possible. Thank you. So sorry, we are not having any break in this class. So if you have mind that we're having break, please, there is no break. But we'll take care of you. We'll make sure you have something to take. At least, even when you are chopping what you are chopping, you are still taking the class. I don't know yet. I feel like we should stay. I feel like we should continue till tomorrow. But we try as much as possible. Originally, we schedule 5 hours for it. And that's by 2. We are close by. But you have we prepare to make sure you have something to, you have shoulder to hold your body and strength and mind. So, I think we all answered that. Now, if you have done this, if you listen to your audio, if your audio is not good enough, try to get audio. It's more important for you to get this audio mic if you want to go into content creating with your mobile phone. When you are getting them, don't be fooled. There are plenty of them. Some of them, like the one I have here, you can use it for everything. I don't know where a lot of things have been scattered. But you have a mouth for both iPhone, normal Android phone. I'm using it with system now. I can use it with camera. So you can buy one camera that you can use for all. But if you're buying something that have that length, the price too may be a little bit, chop up. But my advice, when you are buying, if you are buying, especially this wireless, buy the one that at least have 2 mic and can work with both Android and the normal Type B, the normal charger, the normal phone. The reason is if you are using Type C today, you don't know what will happen tomorrow. And tomorrow you may go to a place like this and you need someone to use his phone, maybe as another, maybe your phone went bad or something happened. So you know your camera will still serve. Like me, my own now can serve anywhere. If you have camera, I will put it to work. If you have, you understand, it can work anywhere. Mine. We are communicating, Shay? So repeat, okay. So let's quickly move on. Now, another thing to avoid, another mistake. How many of you record your video Fatica? You record your video like this. How many? Raise up your hand. I see you now. You want to see? Question. Okay, sorry. Okay. There's a question. What is the question, sir? Yes. Okay. Well, sound cards. This guy is talking about sound card. Let me show you sound card. I bought 2 sound cards. I think I've scattered here. I have 2 sound cards here today, but I don't know how it disappear. Now, for this type of training, we don't need sound cards. This is what is called sound card for some of us that don't know. Look, sorry, this is video card. I don't have it here, but I'm sure they will have it inside there. Now, let me explain what the work of sound card. What sound card does is it filters noise for audio input. Now, when you are doing live stream, when you are doing this type of recording, if you are using your mobile phone, you don't really need a sound card, because most of these mics are more clearer than sound card. What sound card does is the sound coming from the engine maybe it's not clear enough, which in most cases in Nigeria setting they always I'm even sure even if you play sound here now we may have that same issue. So to try and reduce that, we introduce sound card. Sound card is useless if you have good sound. So that when engine is misbehaving and is getting old, sound card said, I get you in control. I will beat this guy, nothing will come out. Then give you a good flow audio into your system. Are we together? So in that case now, you're able to have a clean audio. That's one. Two, you have control over your sound. Now, most of those things is just terminology of people who know you. Let me give you an example. Now, I'm recording here now. I have control to increase the sound of everything I'm recording without using mic. And I have clear audio. But if I'm using sound focus, I will have it here. One of the sound cards is Focusrite, which is one of the best, actually. You have it here, and it's not expensive anyway. I think 2 channels the last time we got from the church I'm worshiping. I think I'm the one that ordered it. I think we bought it 150 or 130 or thereabouts. So it's not too expensive. So, but you know, in your own case, just carry that 150, buy phone. Then look for 20,000, buy this thing. You don't finish waiting, sound will do for you. So, but the point is just to connect, to reduce audio, to reduce noise. Nothing more, nothing less. In most cases, when you are using this type of mic, you don't need it. You don't need it. But if you are using engine mic, just imagine this recording today. I'm planning to use their sound from the sound system. Apart from getting a cord here, I don't have choice that to get a sound card. I will communicate it close to me here, so that I can see it from there. If there is noise, it will turn to red. That the noise is too much, I reduce it. Once it's showing green, you have a good sound, and it's fine. Once it's showing light pink, something close to red. Is it pink they call it? The color close to red like that. Not red, but close to red. Once it's showing that, that the sound is extremely low. So even if I did not listen to the sound, I can. But most people don't know. What they do is that they listen and then correct. But that's the sense of it. So if you're using phone recording, you don't need it. Answer your question, sir. Okay. So for some of you that recorded like this, that's the wrong way to record. Sorry to announce to you. You know why? Most of the screen, how does this screen look like? Are we together? That's why we record like this. I don't know if I'm communicating. Because recording like this gives you access. The only reason why you record like this is they are focusing on Facebook, YouTube Shorts, are we together? Instagram, then you can record like this. But even if you are focusing on those platforms, record like this. You know why? Because we talk about the rule of thought today. From the rule of thought, you can actually convert it back to this, and you still have a good video. But if your video is like this, you cannot convert it like this without cutting a major important part of the video. Do you get it? I will try and do practical on it, but avoid practical by all means. Even if you are doing, yes. Even if you are doing your landscape, and it's looking as if there is white space here, don't worry. I will communicate it. So that's it. So now use the 5 shots method. We've talked about most of this, extremely close of the actions, close up of the face of the person doing the action, moderate shots, that's face and action together. These are some of the shots you can just consider when you are doing an interview for someone to make it more interesting and more lively. All together. And if you are doing an interview and it's live interview, like now, it's because this program, I'm not worrying myself with camera. Like normally when I handle program like this, I will have 4 cameras in this hall, and all of them will link to my system wirelessly. And I'll be controlling all the screens together on my system. I can show only you. I can show only this madam without anybody on the camera. All I need to do is just set the camera for different angle. I know somebody is sitting down here. And Anybody that is sitting down there become the face for that section and swap in between the angle. And I will have cut my shots. And if you watch cook, you think I'm editing in real life. You don't know that I do not do any serious editing. I just plan ahead based on the knowledge I have. So I'll have a wide now. I'll have the wide of this place now. I'll have the wide of this place on another camera. I'll have the close of these people, and I'll have the close of someone in the hand. That's all. I'll just be swapping in between. So in your head, you just be seeing that wow, the whole thing is changing, knowing that I do not even do anything. And if I'm able to get 360 routine, I'll just track two people's eyes. That's all. Any movement you make, it's coming. It's clear, yeah? Okay. So this is another interview I would have loved us to try, but we don't have the time. So I will try maybe before tomorrow. I will take screenshot of most of these things. I will advise us to try it. Our time is short, so I don't want us to do more. We'll have to do more practical. And assuming the class is a serious class, whereby we are using a month every Saturday, you get, we'll play around very well. We'll have a good result. But at this point, I want us to make sure we get the best, even with that short time we are using. Then editing tips. These are some of the tips you should consider when you are editing. Please, you don't have board. How will I? Okay, and can I bring in my whiteboard? Okay, let me use my phone to explain this part. That's my notes. Okay, let me use my screen. It may be a little bit small, but just follow a line. Now, are we here? When you are, where's my eraser now? When you are editing your work, be careful of how you cut. When you are editing the video, there will be a section that shows you the frequency of your audio. Are we together? Most times, let's say this is your bottom line. The frequency will look like this. You get the idea? So target the area that you have the low down. All together? Cut here. Cut here. So I can start my cut from anywhere here and I can cut here. Let's say I'm removing this section out of it. Do you get? Because you see, if you cut in between here, everybody will know, even if the video is good, the sound, there will be a break in transmission of the sound. So people will know that you cut something out. Are we together? And this frequency is talking about the peak of your voice. I don't know if you get what I'm explaining. So when you are dealing with the audio, which I will still try and do it in practical before we go meet here today. When you are dealing with audio, try to make sure you cut those sections out. Consider where you have the down part silent to remove audio so that you can have a good view. And when you are trying to consider your scene together, let's say you are trying to consider your screen, your end-to-end screen together, you can do exactly the same thing. Are we together? You can do exactly the same thing. Because if you are doing this now, it will automatically make your audio look as if you don't cut it, your video look as if you don't cut it. Are we together? So as I'm speaking now, is there anybody here that don't have open camera on your phone? As an app, if you don't have it, please go to Play Store, download it. If you don't have CapCut on your phone, please go on Play Store, download it. Now, if you don't have it, as I'm talking now, I'm trying to save time. Open camera. That's what I've been using on my screen. Oh, these two cameras are free camera. This is open camera. Let me show you the app on my phone. This is okay. Let me bring my pen. This is open camera. Let me quickly bring my marking tools out. Okay. So this is open camera. What's happened to my pen? My pen is not writing. But this is the open camera. The app I just circle now. That is the open camera. Then CapCut. This is CapCut. All together. Now the other app I'll be talking about are Prop app, and I'll be using them at the long run, and I will drop it in WhatsApp group during the class, like immediately I drop it. I just know that you can download this, so that's what I'm saying. You should get it now. Are we there? Are we there? Okay, so let's go back to where we are coming from. So, so, so most of the time is, and another easiest way to cut is to cut the motion. How many of you have watched most action movie? If I want to shoot a movie now that somebody run out of this place and jump the fence, there's a lot of way I can cut as waste, and I will be able to get a good cut. So when you're having motion, it's easy to cut motions more than the direct line. Altogether, I will try and see if we can do one or two practical here, and then let's go finish this slide so that we can. Whatever you are doing, consider those three layers. Okay. I've explained this on the audio. That you don't just cut audio anyhow. I just explain it now. Altogether. Continuing pattern. Okay. At this junction, do you have any questions? Any question? Any question? Any question? No question. Now, because there is no question, what I just explained now, I just give a basic introduction. If you want more basic than what I give now, altogether, I will drop a link in the group. Later, when you are free, let me go find the link out. I will drop a YouTube link of a video on YouTube for, I think can I get it? On a video on YouTube that I've covered video editing before, and then you can get all the basics, because we are doing something, covering the basics, but doing more advanced. I don't know if you get my point today. We are still covering the basics, but I will not waste more time on the basics. I will talk more on making, what I will do is make sure you understand the basics, then we'll go to the advanced. But I will not be 100% elaborate and details on the basics. I will focus on the advanced, knowing that you will know the basics by force today, that will make you great to understand the advanced. Are we together? YouTube. Or if you have chance, if you are here now, just go to lovingworld.com. Then you should be able to see a section there for video editing. And currently this video we are handling is live on it. Let me quickly. Where is it? Oh. How many of us said did not register for online class? How many did not register for online class? Do you have access to the link? Please register now. For online, no. Register it. If you have not registered for online, please do now. Please, there is a certificate awarded, and it will only be awarded through that platform for this class. And I don't have control over it. So less than 2 minutes, you have done with the registration. So now let's move into the practical section of the course. Okay, this is the workshop. So I've dropped a link there. So, please don't disappear. So now let's go back. Let's go straight to the practical section, and that's what I think we are here for. So welcome. Now I will waste most of our time on this section, and this is one of my favorable parts of the section. I don't want to go through plenty English. First, you need a camera. You need a camera application. I'll trust 3 methods you can get a good camera application. All together, 3. I'll give us 3 methods we can get a camera application. First, our phone camera. Are we together? Go to your phone camera. This is my own phone camera, the camera that comes with my phone. I believe we are all here. Are we together? This is the phone that comes with my camera. So go with your phone camera. You can swap to video. I know most of the time this is how most of us do record. And the easiest way to record here is to go to Pro. How many of you have a section on your camera that has the right Pro? How many of us? None? Normal camera. Let me circle it here. Something like this. Can you see it on my screen? For some of you that will join us online, we are joined from Zoom. From Zoom, you can zoom in your camera, your input to see the feed clearer. If you're on YouTube, I don't know if you can zoom on YouTube, but you can. I think you can zoom on Facebook too. Are you there? How many people have it? I believe everybody's phone does it here. Everybody's phone does it. Okay. If your phone did not have it, don't worry. I will come back to that too. If your phone have it, congrats. Meaning you are using a global phone and you have a recent OS or something more recent. So, is anybody here using iPhone? Okay. My iPhone phone is not here. On iPhone, I don't have the interface here. Do you have a Pro section on it? Do you have a Pro section on your camera? Is that? Okay. So now from there, if you click on the pro section, now normally what most of you will do is you come here and you come to this place and you start recording. Am I right? From today, this is extremely wrong. What happens is this automatically control your recording, meaning you have auto balance. Meaning anytime there is a change in the light, the layer changed. It increased and decreased the light on its own condition. So if you are doing outdoor, you may have issue. If you are doing indoor, it will not give you the results you want, because if you are looking at that picture, you will discover the layers are different from each other. Are we together? It's clear, Shay? Okay. So, but if you go to pro section, for some of us that have it, for all that don't have it, I will come and address it. If you go to pro section, are we together? Pro section gives us a lot of options as if you are using a normal standard camera. From here, you see a white balance. White balance is like you are doing the balance of the color of your picture or image. You have autofocus, meaning you are focusing on an object. Let's say I zoom in here. Remember I told you zooming is not the best because it reduces the quality of your work and stability. So now, but I'm doing this because I'm in training process and I'm far from the audience. So here now, it's on autofocus. If I come here, I can decide to do my focus manually. Do you see that this guy is completely blurred? Do you notice that? But if I adjust back now, now the work of autofocus, the work of focus is to adjust until you have the sharpness you are looking for. Do you see what I'm having now? And if I'm not okay, I can still decide to adjust it until I get what I want. But if I put it on auto, it automatically readjusts it for me for what is better. I have the white balance too. I have the iOS lens, and most of these things help us to be able to reset the camera to have a sharp image. Now, I may not be able to talk more on it because I want us to focus more on where we are here, which is editing. Are we together? But I just have to talk about it. I've dropped a link in the group. When you have time, the link is 5 weeks class. So it's a free class. It's a free link. I've made it free last week or thereabouts. So check it on your free time. Watch it so that you have more details on this, because that will help you to have a good video recording. And if you don't have a good video recording, you can't have editing. I don't know if you understand my analysis first before you have a good output. Okay, I think that's been said. How many of us have downloaded the open camera? Yes. It's not recording on your phone? No, there is a place to swap to camera. My screen is off. There is camera section on it. Which phone are you using? Tecno? Infinix? But 3 phones I can't file for. Tecno, Infinix, and itel. I can't file for them. But I'm not saying they will not have. But I can't file for them. That's why I said I can't. This eye camera, this is not what we are looking for. This is for only images. It's from the phone. You understand? Most time, if you are using any of these 3 phones, itel, Infinix, Tecno, those of these West Africa brand phone. To be sincere, I may not be able to talk about them. Are we together? I can't talk. I can't file for them. I'm not here to market phone. I'm not a phone seller. I'm just saying that those 3 phones are. I know people love those phones so much, so I'm being careful of the word to use so that you will not come and beat me after this thing. Tell me that after I saved almost 450,000, we are talking like this. So let me keep my mouth shut. But what I just will say is most of them are not global phone. I think I'm allowed to say that. Because of that, there are a lot of features that they claim they have that they don't actually have. More than 50% of them don't have AI features. They just claim they do have it. They do what is called manipulation of market. How many of you have used Tecno phone, any of those phones, and snap on your phone, then send it to a Samsung phone and see how the picture that is very fine on your phone look? Very terrible. Very terrible. So they do a market monopoly, and you can't blame them. You can't blame them. It's because of people like us that they are doing it. For example, now they are looking for people that will be able to pay 10,000, or 10,000 is small. Let's say 50,000, 100,000, and get a good phone. Abi? And none of you want a phone that the camera will be as big as my own head. So they look for it. I said, don't worry. You need something that is big. We will give you big face and put small thing inside. So that when you that sit in your say, wow, wow, like an ambulance. And that will not be an issue for anything. It's working now. It's not using light. Yeah. So this is not clicking. It should be working. It's not using any of this. So, do you get it? So most of the time, whatever we are doing, if you have some of those phones, a lot of features are not there. But it's because the Nigerians we. So probably for our viewers online, we have a little bit light break-in house. So we are trying to rectify it. That's why I'm a little bit paused. So please just join our jigs. Now, if you are using any of those phones, they tell a lot of lie and a lot of things they don't put in. Majority of them will not have NTF and the NFC. And people will be like, what is the sense of NFC? NFC is more important to the level whereby you can use any phone that have NFC to control anything we have here as long as they have remote control. That's as simple as that. Meaning that if you're in a house and you have 5 remote control, if you have your phone, you don't need the 5 of them. You can go and sell it if you have someone that will buy it, because your phone can actually do the work for you. So you don't need to sell it. I don't know if the analysis is clear. So there's a lot of small things like that. And most of them will say, okay, 5 gig. They'll tell you that, especially who's common in that Techno. They will tell you that your battery is 5,000 mAh and that battery will not take you 24 hours. They will say, and now you will not be justifying it yourself. Yeah, it's because I do plenty work. Then another scenario of most of the phone, your phone fall down from, I'm here now, my phone fall down on the floor. If the step with the glass will got broken, Abby. All of you say, Kai, you are not allowed to fall down. It's because it fell, Abby. How will you handle? Can you walk and your head will not shake? It's not possible. Your phone will fall down. It's normal. You just have you are not meant to be careless about it to make it fall down regularly. I don't know if you get my point. But the scenario is what is happening. Technos, most of them give us this idea to believe that once those things happen, it's our fault. Because they do inferior things for us, only on the name of price. So, but nevertheless, I'm not saying you should not buy Techno. So I hear, so that you not come and say I did not say that. Sir? Somebody asked me a question. That is a global phone. So by default, even if you are buying fairly used, you still get something nice. And that's why they are more expensive. Any global phone. Jane is a global phone too, but Glory went into they are owner of the company, use their money to go and create Castillo and invest entire money. That's why they buy in the market. The highest phone they have is M15 and it's still last year phone. And that's their top phone currently. But Jony is a global phone, and whatever you are looking for, you get it in Jony. But you will not see their recent phone in the market, so that makes them off the market. If you are using Jony, you definitely use old products, or the latest one they have is last year, I think middle last year, M15, middle last year. So Jony is a global phone, Tivo is a global phone, Huawei is a global phone, Samsung is a global phone, iPhone is a global phone. But if you are going into this feed, for video recording, you can go for your iPhone. For your editing, you can go for iPhone. But when you are doing a classic editing, you must buy an Android phone, whether you like it or not. And if you don't believe me, I've used the 2 phones. I have grace to have the 2 phones. Even that's why I will have be able to communicate with this phone. But one of my students decided not to release my phone for me, so there's nothing I can do. So that's what I will do. I'm not able to explain the iPhone today. But I don't know if I've answered most of the questions. Please, do you have any questions pending the time we are waiting for them to? Because we will not be able to see my screen. Or can all of us join online? Can all of us join YouTube, Facebook? So, you want to see me? Yes. I'm solving it now. Okay. Should I just explain? Let's do face error explain. I believe all of us have downloaded Open Camera. See? Can we open it? So if you don't have the Pro on your phone, forget about it. Just go and pick Open Camera. Open Camera will do the work for you, don't worry. Are we there? It's the last one I would have talked about, but since we are here now. So if you open the open camera, you should be able to see a lot there. Okay, I'm back, okay? So I'm back. So let's go open the open camera. You open the open camera, you should have something like this. I've been using this open camera today. Now this is the open camera. Are we there? Are we all here? Now, are we all here? This is the open camera. I've explained details of the open camera too on that same link. But what is the open camera all about? This allows us to. There's a lot of settings you can do from our open camera. One, I can swap from picture to video. Currently now, I'm on picture. Now I can swap to video by clicking on the video tab, and now officially I'm on video. Are we together? Not only that, I can see the picture I've recorded before here. I can use my zoom. That line up is my zoom in, zoom out. Then I have some settings at the right. I put my phone in landscape because so that it will be wide for everybody to see. Then let me turn it like this so it will be easy. Okay. Then we have these three dots. Oh. We have these three dots up here. You can lock your screen. After you've done all the settings for your phone, you can just decide to lock it down. Are we together? If you don't want to lock your phone down, you can go to exposure. Now, when I'm recording this the other time, you notice that the light was too bright. So I just come to exposure here and balance it myself. Meaning from here, if my face is a little bit dark now, I can come here, make it lighter. And you see that I'm having a lot of sharp, and if I think it's okay for me, I can lock it down and I can decide to unlock it again. If I come to this three dotted, I have a lot of function. Now, this is where we are talking about the size. You see, this one is switching on full HD. Are we together? Which is like 2K. You can decide to increase it or decrease it when you are recording. But please, our size when you are recording your video, use the highest thing your video can pick. The reason is it's better you have big video and you are trying to take it down than to have a lower resolution video and trying to take it up. Are we communicating? Then your speed, the whiteboard. The beauty of this is, if you are using external mic on it, you have to set it up. You have to come to settings and go to mic. Where's the audio source? Come to video setting. Audio source. Then here you can change the source. Officially now, if I want to be recording and I want this to be able to pick my recording, it can't pick my recording now because I don't have any audio source on it. As soon as I plug any audio source now, I will be able to use it perfectly. Are we communicating? But I don't have any audio source. You can just put it on external audio source, meaning it will pick your audio source for you at any time. So let me cancel this. I think that is clear enough. So I think this camera part is a little bit clear. Am I right? Do you have a question? Now, for the details explanation, I've done it before. So I want to do what we have not done before, and then for us to have result as fast as possible. Are we there? Okay. So let's go. Another camera I love now, like my top camera for phone, is this Pro X. ProCam X. This is the camera. Are we together? Let me clear it. So this is the camera. It's not a free camera, it's a paid camera. But since I started using this camera, I just become a fan. I just become a fan. I will open the camera and show us. Probably the camera may be dropped on the group. Probably. So now let me open the camera. This is the camera. Now it's similar to open camera, kind of. Out together. It's just close to the open camera we have, kind of. From here, I have my white balance here, I have my focus, I have my E. Almost everything we have on the Pro, on most of the phones that have it, and on the open camera. But what made this different, and why did I start falling in love with it? Where is my... Sorry, let me close. Okay, it's not allowing me to close this back. Okay, so now you see the option at my right side. I have a lot of options. If I click on this three dotted button, see what I have. One, it gives me option to have a stability on my recording. Meaning, if I on this first camera that looks like shaking, even if my phone is shaking, the camera will stabilize it for me to make sure that the shaking is not obvious. Let's say I on this now. All together, you see that anti-shaking is on. It's telling me that if I'm shaking like this, you will not see it in the recording. So me, I can zoom in when you can't. Meaning, if I come to this video and I record, I'm recording now. I stop the recording. All together. I come back to what I've recorded. Open it. Play it. Where is the Bluetooth speaker? Play. Now you see that if my move is actually intentional, that's why it's extremely obvious. If my move is not intentional, you will not have noticed because I've used it like can't every time. Let me put it that way. So that's one. You have option for you to swap into two screens. You can actually monitor your balancing. You can have your mic, both external and internal mic. You can change the quality of your video up to 8K. You can watermark. You can put your location. You can put your volume. You can select where to save the file. All together. I wish I can get, is the Bluetooth okay? Sorry, please. Please let me plug this Bluetooth mic to light. I'm on it. Let me connect the phone so that they can hear the sound from the system. Thank you. Are you communicating? Are we there? So we have a lot of features here. Then we have where you can on and shoot off your camera. Then we have auto balance, and we have our HD settings. So that's one of the things I love this camera for actually. And the beauty of it is it gives me access to control my output, the output of my work without headache. So that's why I love it more. So I'm not here to talk more about recording, but I think I've done justice on your recording. Are we together? And I believe you can practice that more often. So let's go into editing. For video editing, are we together? There are a lot of softwares that do the work. All of them are doing the same thing. It's just that some are more effective than others. I've installed more than 5 software before. So currently in this class, I may not really explain any of the 5. If I will explain any, maybe one of it, I will together. So now for Open, if you are using a free software, are we communicating? If you are using a free software, 2 software you should consider: VN and CapCut. Let me show you the VN. This is how it looks. It's a free application. You can download it anytime and it will serve you. If I open it, let me show you. Now, what makes this application a little bit better? What makes it better is the power of templates. For instance, now, who is having his birthday this month? Anybody that is doing his birthday this month? Here. You're not the birthday person, but at least you have the date of birth. Okay. Now, if I come here, I can actually, before I will go into English, you will see some of the work, the templates, whatever you said before. Is it on? Is it? No. Facebook should be on. Or YouTube should be on. No. Okay, so we are good to go now. So here you can see they have most of them have a pro version, but the most of this application, those two applications, you don't really need to go for pro version because everything you need is actually available on their free version. All together. So if I need anything, so for example now, if I come to under VN, I will still go and show how to do normal editing with VN. Or okay, let me do normal editing with VN first. Okay? So let's go to VN. If I want to start editing on VN, I will click on this plus. All together. If I click on this plus, all together. From here, I can easily go to projects, create new projects, and then it will ask me to select some videos that I need for my new project. So these are some of the videos we did today. This was recorded here. I think that's the only one I recorded. Let me see if I can see like one or two videos I can pick in. Let's say I'm picking these two videos out together. Are we on the same page? So let's say I pick these two videos and I click on insert. I mean next. Oh, okay, I see my screen. Am I right? And I click on next. So from here now, I have these two videos here. Out together. I can play the video. Now this is the video we recorded here today. Just a few minutes ago. I did not use external mic. I used my normal mic. No, it's a phone mic. I'm not collecting any mic. So now this is another video that is on my phone. Out together. And do you see the error on this video? Now, do you know why the person's S was cut? It's not that the main video was cut too. It's because the first video I taken is on landscape. The second video I taken is already on portrait. All together. So that's why I cut the person's head. And I can slow it down. And then if I come back now, the head will not cut again. Are we there? Now, I'm just playing around with this. Now, let me explain how this software works. Now, these two software I suggest for you for free software. If you know how to do them, you can actually edit with your system with it too. I have a CapCut system edition on my system here, and I've used it and it's sweet. But if I'm working on mobile phone, I will for paid software, CapCut is not my choice. Filmora is not my choice. CamMaster is not my choice. Anyway, but those softwares I've covered how to use it before, so you can play around. So let me explain how to use this particular software, and then we'll move on from there. Okay, so let's move on. Now let's talk about the interface before I will show you how you can design social video. From the interface here, the landing page here, the first line is giving us. Let me print the pens out so that it will be easy for me to explain. So here now, this first line is talking a line that you can put your video, as many videos as you want. The second line is talking about adding image. The third line is talking about adding text. And the fourth line is talking about adding audio. Are we together? Are we together? So you can add audio, video, everything on the same layer using the software. This allows you to play the audio. This allows you to play forward, and the other one allows you to play back. This is where you can go to any error you did. This is VN. Don't worry, I'm not using it. I'm just explaining it so that you know that it's the same layer. But it's free. You can go to Play Store and download it. You understand? It's a free app.
I'm just talking about the free app now. Before I go to the before I go to the paid app that everybody is used to, then I'll go to a paid app and then we'll play around. Are we together? Are we there? Then this is your timeline. Now this is where you can color grade. This is where you can trim. Trim means you are cutting the video. This is where you can add effects. This is where you can smith. This is where you can delete. This is where you can do slow motion and speed up. Then we have volume here. This is where you can export the work, and this is where you can change the size of the work. I think this is clear, Shay. Is it clear? Let's talk now so that I will know if you are on the same page. Okay, let's clear this. I have this. Let me play with this recording I have here, or should I bring in? Let's say this video I have here using this software. Okay, let's understand its work because of our time. The softwares are the same. So let me go to a free software all of us have. Everybody have CapCut here, am I right? You said? You have it? Everybody have CapCut here? Okay, let me just go and use CapCut straight away. I've already have a video of this before so you can check it. So I do not do a feature on CapCut before now. So let's go do that. Then I will show you a paid software and I will play around more. Now this is a CapCut. Let me open a new project. So before we leave VN, let me quickly explain something that will be very useful for us. I did not cover it earlier before. Let's go back. If you're on CapCut, if you are on VN, feature of VN exists. Feature of VN is templates. Let me close this. Now I can come here under this home, all together, and come here. Now here, if I come to this search, I can see a lot of pre-designed templates for video. For some of you that don't really have much knowledge on video, let's say I want to have a video of something like, let me look for anything. Let's say I like any of these. Let's say I like this one. I click on this. All together. So now I can come. Do you see this? You can do this in 5 minutes. So if I like it, let's say I like this action, see? If I love it, I will just come here and click on download. It's a free software. I will say use this template. It will ask me to select the video. I will use our video today. The video I just recorded in this class. Are we communicating? Then I will come here. I've selected the video. I will click on next. So let me look for another video. Let's say I click this. Let's say I pick this. All together. Then let's click on next. Now see what happened in 5 minutes. Can you see this guy in the class there? Do you see? Just in 5 minutes now, I've designed this layer using my personal videos. Are we together? And I can easily come to the text and edit the text. I can set this API now. I can edit it and put any other thing. Let's say NCCF. Third, I can edit the third too and put Bombay or GM. Here now, I can click here. I can put 2023. Are we there? So I can edit all the text like that. If I'm done with the text, I can go and play my video, take it back, play it. You get it now. If I'm okay with it, I will just click on export. I will click on export now, and I will click on auto export. And by default, you see, I start exporting. I can send this on the WhatsApp group now. So that's one of the things VN can do. There's a lot of template there. Just select it. Okay, let me quickly finish this export and show you back. But there is a search button on the right, the second button, which is search. Click on it. Okay, don't worry. Let me quickly export this so I will show you now. I'm done with this. CM like done. 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 So if I come, this is it, ma. Let me mark it for you so that you will see it. This it. Which app are you using? Is there? Are you sure you have not added a layer? You have not clicked on plus before? Don't click on plus before you click on plus. If you have clicked on plus, either you want to add a layer. So Fian is doing the same thing, like all of them are doing the same thing, but some of them have templates. That's why I'm pointing out those things before we go into the main thing. Have you seen it, ma? So that I can move on. So the video I just did now, for some of you on the WhatsApp, what is the question? Someone is asking. I just use PN now, but I just PN. I just use to explain how you can get templates to do sharp work on it. Are we there? Okay. I think my network is misbehaving. So that's that. So let's go to CapCut. Since all of us have that, so that it will be easy for everybody. Are we all on CapCut? Now, one of the disadvantages of CapCut is you can't use it on landscape. That's one of the things I don't like it for, actually. Like, you can't change your screen to landscape, especially for some of us that lecture. Now, for people that use it on phone, you don't have issue. You understand my point? Because your phone is always on battery, so you can still work fast. Now, when you're on CapCut, let's quickly start a design. This is the landing page. Are we all here? Are we all here? So let me take a water. So let's click on the plus sign. Let's click on the plus sign to create a document. Please, let me tell the guy that he should take clear picture of people. Sorry. Okay. So welcome back. Now, can we add now? Can we add new project? Can we add new project? So let's add new project. So once you add new project, it will take you to a page like this, asking you to select a video. So we should try as much as possible to record a video. I think we have recorded a video today. So let me quickly use my own camera to let me use the open camera. Who should I record? Let me just record this place. Swap to back camera. Let's say I'm recording now. Now I did not do a proper setting, so you see that we have a lot of exposure. I'm just recording nonsense. Okay, so now I'm done with my recording, so that I will have something. So here now, if I come here, I should be able to see both video and picture. So look for a video here. So I have some videos. Okay, let's say I have a lot of. Okay, let's say I picked one of these video. Now, when you are selecting video, now when you select any of your videos that you've recorded, okay, let me see if I can see video from my camera. I wish I used a raw file video. Okay, let me just use the video I had. Okay, mommy, I'm sorry. Permission to use your video now. Eh? No, permission to use it. I'm seeing some here. So let's say we pick a video now. Let's assume. Now, immediately you select a video, you play the video for you. I'll say that. So now I can dive to hide more. Let's assume the video you recorded. So let's extend this entire interface and let's see how fast we can. Let's see and see how far we can go with it. I think I prefer practical class that way. I think it's better shape. Okay. Now let me extend this interface and then I will try to do some functional moves. Some of you assist me with the camera. We'll do some small shots here now in real time, or I will ask somebody to come and do some play around. I will edit it in real time, and then I will show you how to do some of those things so that it will be easy for you to do. A lot of things are very, very easy to do. First, let's quickly come up to the software. The software is straightforward like every other software. First, the edit means you want to edit anything. Before you select any object, let's discuss what edit means. You want to edit what you have. Audio, to bring audio in, either sound or audio. Text, to put a layer of text on it, altogether a write or maybe your name, your school, whatever you want to put. Overlay means you want to add another picture or video on the same section, altogether. Then effect, to add a color effect on it. Maybe you want to sharp the picture, the video, you want to reduce the size. Then rating is talking about the size. For example, now this video was recorded landscape, am I right? But let's assume we want to use only on Instagram. I can just come here and change this to Instagram. Altogether, I just take it to 1 by 1. Altogether, and I click OK. Now, which means if I come down here now, I did not select the image, that's why it's not effect. If I select this image now, and I go to that same event, I'm coming. Where is it? Go to auto effects, then add it. Now, this is what happened here now. The reason why I said we should be recording on landscape. Do you see that this video was recorded on a full landscape? But do you see what is happening now? I've turned it to square for Instagram immediately. Do you get it? Which means I can still use this video now. I can adjust this video now to use it on Instagram. But as soon as I've recorded for Instagram, I can't use it for Facebook shoots again. Do you get it? So I'm not doing this, so I will just cancel it. No, I'm not confirming my change. So I can take it back to YouTube and then, so now pause. So let me go back without selecting. So that's what frame is all about. Filter is to work on the color. Adjustment is to adjust the color. For example, now she's wearing black clothes. See? I can change it to yellow clothes. So I will come and do some of the play around now. So we have the effect, we have the to adjust, we have the curve. Then if you select the now, then up here, this small shadow box, the screen is a little bit small. So I'm sorry, and I can't zoom out here, but I think just follow. So let me be using the marker. I think that will help a little. So this small thing here, that's what you can use to zoom to see the entire video without the editing section. This is where you can play. This entire place here is your timeline. This is your intro. This is where you can mute your audio. This is where you can undo and redo. And this is where you can export out. Clear enough, Shay? Clear enough? Okay, so let me go back here, delete, and write this, come down. So now, since I've explained all this, let me explain this entire video. Are we together? Select here. Are we communicating? Now, this video, what and what can we do when you are dealing with video? One, when you select a video, a lot of series of options come in. If you want to add another video to the video, let me just, you see this plus. Are we together? This plus is allowing you to add another video. Are we together? So now, let me just add another video. I don't know what the content is all about. So let me come in here. Let's assume I'm adding a video here. Add a new video. Let me look for, since I have this video, let me see if I can see another one. I don't know if this video are the same thing, no. So let me select this. Are we together? Or let's say I want to match it with another person's video. I recorded this video some days back when I felt bad. I recorded it on the bike and I see someone sitting down inside the back of the car and the car is moving and there is still load on the car. And I was like, people suffer to this level. So I was smooth. So now I've done another video I don't want there. Are we together? So I can come here, play.
Hello, Rachel. This is my YouTube channel. I'm a guru lecture on the anatomy courses.
Now, what's the first thing that is wrong with this video? What is the first thing that is wrong with this video? The first thing that is wrong with the video.
Hi, my name is Rachel. This is my YouTube channel. I'm a guru lecture on the anatomy courses and medical sciences courses.
What is wrong with this video? Can I say sound? Any other thing? Someone say quality. Which aspect of quality? Someone say background. The first error in this thing is the third row. This image is just more of one side and it's talking to the camera. So there is a lot of white space. I wish I have, I'm not with my pen touch. I will have used it on this screen. You see that we have a multiple space here. That now make you look as if it's just in between. I don't know if you get. That's the first thing, the third row. The second, the audio is not bad because the audio is clear. If it is not clear, you'll have been hearing sound. Maybe somebody, no. I don't know if you get my point. Which means the audio is not bad. But that's the first thing. Then is the video was recorded on one particular scene or two. That's what we talk about today. Take your white. Now you only stay on white or two for a long time. Take your white, take your close. Out together, take your white, take your medium, take your close. Out together. So very simple. The easiest way to do that, you can do that in two methods. If you have your tripod, you mark yourself. Let's say I want to record here now. Let me do the practical in real life. I can breathe, but there is nobody to hold me now, and I don't want to disconnect my phone. But let me just play around since we are in practical class. Let me pick any of my phone camera. I love open camera. Let me use open camera. Since I know everybody can use it, so I will use what most of us can use. Let me swap to the front camera. Let me hide this. Let me swap to the front camera. Now I'm on front camera of my open camera. So I'm here. Let me see, I'm using this as my stand. And I don't think this will serve what I need it for. Okay. Now, let's say this is my recording out together. Let's say now, this is not good enough because it's to be too low to my high. But I'm just explaining out together. I can easily record here now and just introduce myself. Hello, everyone. And you see what happened. Maybe I start recording because I did not lock my exposure. So let me drop the exposure down. Do you see what I'm talking about now? You have control over your camera. But your normal camera, you don't have control over it. Are we together? So, and I've started recording. So now let me just say, my name is Okunola Bolaji. I don't know what I want to say, but don't worry, I will say something. Now let's assume that's my record. Now I'm still on the same spot. Now this camera is wrong because it's supposed to be direct to my face, but I'm in the class. I can have this same camera on the same record, leave my distance, my chair is still the way it was set. Carry my tripod, take it to the side view of me. Are we communicating? That's if you don't have more than one camera. Are we together? Are we communicating? Then I can have it here. But it will not give me what I'm looking for. But I hope I will try. But it will not give me what I'm looking for because of the situation I am. So I can start another recording. Hello, my name is Okunola Bolaji. I'll be talking about what I don't know. Are we together? Then I pause. I stop my recording. Now in this case, now I record everything in series. Remember we said when you have your Dropboard, you sketch out what you want. So from your Dropboard now you know your limitation. Are we together? And you work with your limitation. That's one method. Two methods which I'll be talking about is if you are recording yourself, there is a lot of ways you can manipulate this. How? I'm talking about something. Get video and image, get video or image of what you are talking about and bring it on your layer. For instance, now you said I'll be talking about my YouTube channel. Go to your YouTube channel, record the screenshot of your YouTube channel, bring it in. I will, because the primary goal is to make sure that people are not having the same scene for long. It looks boring. Are we together? So, now, I don't know if I've answered the question, sir. Okay, let me just continue with this. So, now the first thing we should know here is, okay, let's say let me be listening.
Hi, my name is Emma Rachel. This is my YouTube channel. I'll be bringing you lectures on the anatomy topics.
Now, do you notice what happened here? There is a pause. So I'm just using this to explain how to use this software before I will talk about the technical part, and then before I will talk about everything you need here. So now if I come here now, there is a lag here. So I can come here now to that start place where she's dragging.
And
I don't see the place again. No. Well, let me just play it again.
Channel, I'll be bringing you lectures on the anatomy topics.
So here now, I can either come down to this place, and then since I select the object, it gives me more options. Split means you want to cut it into. Split means you want to increase or decrease the split. Animation means you want to put an effect on it. Style means you want to change the style and the layer. Okay, before we doing the cutting, let me work on the layer. Are we together? So let me come here. Let me go out. Let me go to adjustments. Let me go to HRS layer. Here now, I will select a color that I want to change. Here, which color should I change? Let me use green for example. Now I select green shade. Anything I'm changing on this video, do you notice the green section of the video? Do you notice where everywhere they have green on the video? Do you see that it's changing to a different color? Do you notice that? Because I select what is on the screen, any of the color. I can undo. Okay. I can do for any color you selected here. You automatically allow you to control the color and change it. There is no black on my layer here. I will have actually pick his clothes that is black all together and work on it. But the beauty of it is, if you want to use any of this, you will be intentional with it. Meaning, if I want to do it now, I will either wear a red cloth, a yellow cloth, or a green cloth all together. Because I know I can easily pick any of the color here and change the color to whatever color I want all together and perform my effects or whatever I want to do. How many of you have seen this effect whereby they remove clothes? You have multiple clothes. You know you can do it with your mobile phone too. Sir? I don't get your question. I don't get your question. Yes. Yes, all you need to do is record, make sure you mark where you stay. Record yourself on the same position wearing the clothes. I was together. I'm doing as if you want to pull it out. You can do the practical today. How many? Okay, I have a jacket. People in family house, can you give us like 2 jackets or 2 clothes that we know we'll give one guy, one brother to handle, to use, so that we can record it here and do the practical in less than 5 minutes. All you need to do is you record him wearing the clothes, just the way what me and female can do, just the way you wear my clothes now all together. Then I will do as if I want to pull it out like this, all together. Then you change to another attire, all together. Once you go to another attire, you enter your phone should be on tripod so that you maintain the same position. And then you use a tape to mark the where you stay, so that you know you still be on the same position you stay. Then you go back again, wear the other clothes, pretend as if you want to put the clothes all together. So you do as many clothes as you want. You can leave the camera recording all through when you do it. Then you cut. You cut where you show as if you want to remove. Then the other one you cut after you've removed. Do you get? So when the sequence is joined together, you look as if you are pulling and the clothes are changing. It's simple. It's simple, but I don't know. I would have been plenty clothes and ask someone to do it. So that's that. Let me go back here. Now other graphics. Yes, sir. Yes. Trimming. Yes, I want to quickly talk about the color grading before trimming. The reason I'm talking about color grading before trimming is once you cut it, they become 2 video. Do you get? Meaning any color grading you apply here will not affect the other one. So most times it's better you finish your color grading on your video before you go into cutting and smithing. Are we together? Because once you cut it, they become 2 videos. So if you want to do color grading, you'll be doing color grading one, and it will be stressful. So to avoid the stress, whether you do your color grading, are we together? So now I'll come here now. Let me go to, and to do the color grading is simple. Let me go back and show us. Just come to, see that one I've already created. Let me delete it. Let me undo it. Delete it. To do color grading is straightforward. Just come to adjust without selecting. Are we together? Under the adjust, you see a lot of layers. You see brightness. If I click on brightness, I can brighten this. Do you see? Are we together? I'm not interested in the brightness. Content, the same thing. I'm not interested in this too. Then smooth exposure. If you want to add more exposure to the video, you can do that. Then if you have one triangle, you can do that. I've talked about this today. Are we there? So the only thing I will consider, let me go to the graphics. Now under graphics, I have access to control 3 of the colors separately myself. So here now, the white color here, I can reduce it a little. The red color here, I don't have any really red color apart from the madam face. The green color, I can boost it, I can bring it down or boost it or leave it the way it was initially. I can just undo it. And I can come to the blue color if I have this. So this does not have any of the layer because the background is not good enough. So I don't need to do much on this. Now, if I'm okay with what I have here, I leave it. If I'm not okay with it, I remove it and we work on it. If I select on the video, let me go back to the cutting. From the video you select, you see split. So go to where you want to cut. So I come here. Are we together? I click on split. That's the first one. Are we together? If I click on split, I'm able to split it back. Are we together? Then I play. So I come to the where it starts saying something. You select the area you think you want to cut out. Are we together? Sometimes it's not necessary to cut out. Sometimes maybe you want to add an effect to it. Are we together? To split it, there is a button. If I select this now, there is a button that says split under. That's the first button. You just click on it. For example, I can split this two now. I can just click on it. You know, I've cut this into like 3 now. Are we together? I can select the middle one. I've selected the middle video now. I can come here and delete the middle video. Where's the middle video? Delete. Guys, is not the one I'm talking about. Delete. So now I've deleted that error. See what we have. See the way it look like now.
Any producer sign, and that's the question. Any producer sign.
Now you see that there is a pause which I'm supposed to have cut, but because I'm rushing. But I think you get the idea. That's how easy it is to cut your video. Any video whatsoever you want to cut. I think it's clear, Shay. Is it clear enough? Let's talk. Any question before we get to tip parts now without getting lost along the line? It's clear. Okay? Now, from here now, you can do that for all your cutting. You can bring multiple videos. But what if, as this madam is talking about my YouTube channel? So now I can go to the YouTube channel. Let's say I go to YouTube. I will just pick a channel as random. Let's say I come to my browser here. I go to YouTube. How to go down? So I go to any channel. Let's say Love Bean. Or any channel whatsoever. It's our live class that is currently going on. This class. Okay. So let's say I want two things. I can do screen capture. Should I use screen record for this? Okay, let me just do it. So now let's assume this is the channel I'm talking about. All together. I will just come here now. Go to screen capture. Screen record. Where is the screen record? Now screen record. All together, I will start recording. I play this video. All together. So now I'm recording the program that is live. Let's assume this is the person's YouTube channel. I'm done with the recording here. I stop it here. All together. So the recording is safe. So I go back to my editing. It's talking about YouTube somewhere around here. All together. I come here. I click on overlay. I read together. Under overlay, I click on add overlay. Under add overlay now, I look for that video. This is the video I just recorded now. All together. I'm doing magic. It's not showing. Oh. Yes, sir. No, it's on. Yes. So let me quickly connect the page back. Two minutes. Okay, we are fully back now. So let me go back. But at least you understand I just record the screen. My screen capture, normal screen capture. I think when I start screen capture, the system automatically go to Flix for the live streaming from my phone. So, but all I do is I go to YouTube and I do normal screen capture, phone screen capture. If your phone does not have screen capture, download this app, S Recorder. It will allow you to have screen capture. And I think it's for both iPhone and Android, S Recorder. So, but if you are using more of this phone, they used to come with screen capture, so you don't really need it. But in case you find yourself in a situation whereby that's an alternative. So from here, I think we are on the same page now, right? Listen? Okay. They are all type C. All of them are type C. Okay, that one is off. Sir, please, can you record once it's full? Can you, when it's up now, can you record the clouds? Take off the camera, record the white. Please let them give them the drinks. We are tired. So, do you see the overlay? The overlay is here.
Can you share the soft drink?
Yes, that's what I'm doing. Are we there? So from here now, you can, so let me click cancel this, minimize this. So from here I can click on overlay. Then I will add overlay. So I will see every video I have on my phone. So the one I just record is this one. I'll bring it in and click on add. So automatically it will appear under anywhere I want it to be. So I can adjust it on my timeline to wherever I want it to start from. Are we together? Now it's a little bit big. I can decide to select it and then adjust it to my taste. Now I'm the one that record it in landscape. I can decide to record it on portrait too. Are we together? Are we communicating? And I can drop it here. Now I can definitely do a capture of recording on how to do substitution here. Do we get? And bring it in when I'm recording. Now that's I've given multiple layer. Aula, you have a question? I'm doing magic. Okay, let me delete this. Let's delete. Do you have one video? You have a video in. Now, do you see where the overlay button is? Madam, where do you get it from, sir? Click on the. Somebody did not get the overlay, so I'm trying to re-explain it. Do you have a single video in? Do you have a single video in? At least you have one video like this. Okay? Let's say there is a section you want to put something on top, another thing on top that thing. That's what the overlay is doing. So now on your timeline here, are we together? Without selecting anything, you see overlay. Have you seen overlay? Click on it. It will ask you to add overlay. Have you seen it? Click on add overlay. It will take you to all your videos, pictures, whatever you want to bring. Are we together? Select the video you want to select. Any video you want to bring as overlay. Have you done that? Let me click on OK. The video will be on top. Yes, I'm coming to that now. Yes, if you have done what I'm doing, you will get what I'm getting. Now that we are not doing it. Are we all there? So now I adjust this video, this second video, with my two hands to fit in, and I can drag it anywhere I want. Are we there? Are we there? Are we there? Okay. So from here, you can adjust the layer. Now, somebody's talking now. When you click on this layer, the one you just add, once you click on it, you have control to set it up. First, you can split it. You can cut it and delete some parts. Are we together? Just as if you are working on the normal video. You can make it fast. That's the speed up. You can increase and decrease the speed. You can increase the. Now you are talking about two of them talking together. Once you click on the second layer, you don't want it to talk at all. Are we together? You come to volume, and then you reduce the volume to 0. You see that now the second voice is not coming out. It's only the first voice that is coming out, and the picture is already on it. Do you get it? Once you select the audio, your layer, you will see volume under. Click on it. You can increase, you can decrease, you can mute the volume. Oh. Any question? Let's use 2 minutes to eat. So, as we are eating, let's quickly talk more about this.
You have enough pictures, so do you still have need of me?
More than enough, yeah?
Yes.
Yes, what is the question? Yes. Yes, you can still do that too. You need to go and do what is called chrono key. Two options. If it is an image, the best way is just to do that on your graphics work before you take it in best motion. Now, when you are most of the time when you see things like that on YouTube, is when you are uploading your to YouTube that you put on your timeline. There is end parts upload on YouTube that you put the information in, so it will automatically select any video you put there and do the work and do the mathematics for you. Do you get? Any question? So, but another thing you can do on your overlay, it just depends on the type of video you are doing. You can bring it, like for example, now I can add that you can do some with this now. Do you understand this before I will be doing any other thing? Do you understand this? Do you know we can record someone now as if, let's say, okay, let me finish all this so that we'll do a lot of small practical in real time. So here now, we understand the cutting, we understand the overlay. I think that is straightforward. That's the basic thing on editing. Are we together? The next thing, the other thing you need in editing is how can you put it right up on your layer? Abi? So how will you put it right up? It's simple. From your back paint here now, come to text. Do you see text here? Select the text. Now the text will give you two deep type of text. Now I will delete. Let me delete this overlay or reduce it. Let me come back to this overlay. Sorry, let me quickly adjust this my overlay. I don't like what I'm having on the overlay. Let me select this overlay and then probably let me reduce it. It's not fine. Let me just put it to one side like this. And okay, I think it's better like this, so I can have my subtitle and the likes easily. So let me go out. Now let me go to the text. So I click on add text. On the add text, there are other options there. You can add text, you can add sticker, you can add auto capture, you can add text template, and then add lyrics and drawing. Are we together? Add text, allow you to add text of your choice. For example, now it said my name is Enso somewhere in the beginning. I won't type your name, but I'll just show you how to do that. I can come here, come to add text. Here now, I'm the one typing the text I want. Are we together? So this one, you can type anything you want. But I will not use this if I'm to work professionally. But you can do that. So let me close this. But I think you understand how that's how you put text directly. Now the other thing is to add sticker. If I click here, I see a lot of sticker, different sticker. You see plenty of them like ghost, fire. Depending on what you are doing, like as you are discussing on something, and you want to circle it on the screen. This will work. This circle, you see now. So I can put it on his face. Let's circle your face. This is wrong for this particular video, but just to get what you are trying to do. So I can put it here now and leave it here, and I mark this now. Do you get? And if I don't want it to loop, I can click on it and edit it. I want you to just do one circle. This is where one circle stops, so I will move it down here. Now that effect does not apply here, but I'm just showing you how you can do it. Maybe you are explaining something with your phone and you want to circle something out for people to notice it. Are we there? Okay, so let me still go back to that same add text. The other thing is auto text. Now, how many of you have watched video that you just see that they subtitle it for you? You can practically do it yourself. So now, that's what auto capture is doing. Here now, if I click auto capture for this video, it automatically asks me so many questions. One, it said, what style did I do? I've used this software to edit paid video. Not one, not two, not three. I can show you more than 5, and I will show you how I've done it with this same phone. So I know a lot of paid software to use, but sometimes I intentionally use the free software so that if I'm telling people my content is setting me free, that I'm telling you what I've used, not what I assume it works. I don't know if you understand the analogy. Let me do an example. I'll use this. Let me look for one of. Now they give a lot of example for your just connect. They give me some of the sample for I don't know. They give me some of the sample for how did I want the name to come out. Let's say I want to use this one that is changing color. Are we together? Are we all together, please? So I select it. I said and I select the video, I'm using the video source, I set start interpretation. Are we together? Now see what happens. He's doing the interpretation on his own for me. He's doing the interpretation on his own for me. Let me remove this background. I don't even know it's there. We are on 99 now. The entire video, not only the ends of video, the entire, I bring 2 layers in. So let's wait. Now this may take time depending on your network and your data. Are we together? Now we are done with the entire subtitle. Now let's go from the beginning. Let's see whether the subtitle is correct.
Hi, my name is Alonso.
Do you see? My name is Enso. Now come here now. Let's say this video now. I want this thing to be bold. I will select it and increase the size. Are we together? Now there may be some small error that you have to edit yourself. For example, now if I want to edit this name now, I'll just double click on the name and I can change the name now and put my name there. Are we together? And tick it. So that's just how to edit. So I can come here now and quickly play this. See now.
Hi, my name is Alonso. This is my YouTube channel.
Are we together?
Lectures on the anatomy topics, science topics, and sometimes.
Now see now. From here, when we have Ed Talk, the talk did not come out. Do you notice that? I can double click this layer now and check the Ed Talk is complete, which means the size of the image I use is big. So 2 options. I can reduce the font for all. I can come down here and add animation. There's a lot of ways you can configure the text, the effects, the animation, the blow. So but if I want to make it faster and easy, I'll just come here and adjust this. So when you are adjusting, use the longest right up to adjust your work. So I'll adjust this now, and I can make it 2 layers. And I can come and say it should be coming out. Okay, I'll still do one more. Let me just leave this first.
Sometimes I'll like the second video when I start my live video and.
Please, I think you get how the subtitle works. Do you get how the subtitles work? Hello? Do you get how the subtitles work? Let's talk now. Are we in this class? Do you get how the subtitles work? Okay. Let me do it again. Let me undo this. Let me use another style to do the subtitles. It's still the same method. Now I've removed all the subtitle I did by undo. Let me go back to auto subtitle. This time around, I want to do this subtitle. I want to have, I mean, I believe more than 50% of us here are Christian. So have you seen a station whereby a pastor is preaching and then the name start coming, what he's saying is coming on the screen? It's the same method with what I did. Now what I made the other one down. So I want to do something like that just to explain the recapture for some of auto recap for some of it I don't understand it. I can come here. I can pick this ABC that look like square, this one, as my template. All you need to do is go to the text, select auto capture, then select the template you want for the auto capture and the source, and click on start. Do you get it? Do you all get it? Do we? Let's talk. Oh. If you want to do auto capture, all you need to do is go to your software, go to your layer, go to add text. On the text, click on add auto capture. From auto capture, you will see the interface I have here. Select the source for your audio. In my case, I set from the video. Select the animation style you want. I select the one that have A, B, then C, 1, 2, 3. Then once you are done, 2 other functions are there, which is for pro features. I'm on their pro. 1, to remove all these foul words, so that Facebook will not ban your video automatically. It will block it for you by default. If you want it there, but you don't need that now. Once you are done, you click on start. Do you get it? So I just click on start now, and it's automatically subtitle the entire video for me. Is clear? But go with it. Go with the speed light. In case if I did not, if I said I would meet her, I did not meet her. I don't want it's not funny. Go with the speed light. I think they have a speed light, and if they don't, you can come with it. So now I'm done. So this is my video. All together. But you see, this is my video now. In this case now, because of the method I select, I can bring it to this site, make it enlarge it, and I can easily select it for edit, and then scroll down. So you can decide to change your front. Let's say I want the front like this. Okay, I think I like this front. I can come to style. This is where you can change the color and manipulate it the way you want. I can come to effects. This is where I can add some additional effects. If you think it's giving you the worst thing, I can come to animation. So I can use any of this animation. Let me try this. Okay, so now I've done something now. Let me put this name down here now. Let me make it a little big. Now, see what I did now. Let me play this.
Hi, my name is Alexandra. This is my YouTube channel. I'm doing lectures on
Now, this is not good for this type of video. I'm just showing you. And I can say I don't like this. Select the video. First, select this. Go to edit. Are we together? Then come to animation. There is a lot of animation here. A lot of animation here. I can select this. I can reduce this. And I can start playing. Now, if you take your time on most of this, you will see that.
This is my YouTube channel.
Now I can change my front. I think the subtitle is clear enough. So you can click on them, edit it. If the English is not correct enough, you can adjust it. I think the subtitle is clear enough. Is the subtitle clear enough? Okay. So we have the overlay. Okay. Is that? Yes, any of them. You are the one that will pick the one you want. There are plenty there. Just swap, select, swap, and that's all. There is nothing too big on it. Now, if you come to text, you are still on text. I can come to template text. Now, this is where, like now, when you say my name is Enso, I don't need to be writing text. So the other time I want to write, I can't do that. Just come to templates. So you see, everything you need is here. You can come to social media templates, join us, like us, follow us. You can come to title templates, 5 best way to eat bread, or whatever you like best. You can come to Thanksgiving for the church related Thanksgiving, and you see how you can put a lot of Thanksgiving effects. For example, now I can put this now. I can select this all together. So I can select this or any of them. And I can come here. Let me look for some of the ones that I know trending. Look at this now. I can select something like this. And click OK. So you can pick any of the templates, and then it will automatically download, and then you can edit it to whatever you want. I think I'm having a little bit of my network here, so it's not downloading, and maybe because I'm doing like almost 10 things with my phone at the same time. But I think we'll get it. So it's easy. You can get, the layers are unlimited. You see now, Friday, if we are doing promo for someone. Now, all these small ads promo, they are the easiest thing to do. Do you see now? I just got this one in now. Friday, June 26th. See how fine, sweet it is. I can just pick it here now. Let's say you are doing program for them in church, and you want to say, join us by 5 p.m. today. You understand my point? I can change this now, put the information. Do you get? So now the information will be coming based on the voice, like as you are saying the statement, you put it there. Now this can help you if you use a single face camera. because you have already engaging people to the level whereby they will not even remember that it's only your face they are seeing. I don't know if you get. So now that's the way you can maximize. If you are carrying camera like this and you record yourself, it's the easier way to maximize that, because you can just put all those information by your statement. It will make the work more effective. Clear enough, Shay? So there is a lot of layer you can do on it. You can delete, select, you can snitch. Track, I will not cover track. What track does is it follow whatever you have on the page, as if it's like you are tracking someone. I will not call over that because of our time, and I don't want us to waste much time. Okay, I think everything, majorly everything. Then effects. This is where you can add additional effects to your video. If I select this video now, if I come here and I click on effects, I will see a lot of effects. Let's say I want to turn this video. I would have loved us to do some practical. In my head, I thought we will have more time, even though I know the time is short. I will have carried 2 people out here, carry somebody's phone and ask them to do some play. For example, now you want to do thunder. It's simple. Yes, it's the most simplest thing to do on it. All you need to do is carry yourself to where you can see half of the sun out together. If you want to, you can raise your hand up. You can do any action. You don't need anything. Carry it in. Go to YouTube. Search for thunder effects on YouTube. You will see plenty thunder there with green background. Okay, let me do a practical on green background. Yes, let me do a practical on green background. Green background is picture you can bring from outside. You bring them in, and then you remove that green, and it will look as if it's your future. For example, now this video now, I can bring a which animal did anybody fear most here? Cockroach, snake. Okay, let me go to YouTube. On YouTube, let me search for. She's a female. What should I use now? Snake. Now this is a lot of screen background. Like I think I'm able to see lion here. Let me see what this lion is doing. Now this is a lion walking out together. Let's say I want to bring this lion behind Ensor, since I'm using Ensor since day one, so that people will scared and go and join the channel. Or this is another one. Don't subscribe to my channel here. Out together. I'm not interested in your intro, Nico. Now you see some example of subscribe to the channel. You can use it with their effects. So let's say I'm using this. Let me go download this video. I don't know how long the video is, but I think it should not take me too much to download. So you see that this video itself is up to 2K altogether. For the sake of this class, if you are downloading something for yourself that you know you will need, I will advise you to download nothing. Don't download anything less than 1880 altogether. But for the sake of this video, I don't need it. So I'll just stop. I'll just use the 480, which is like 13 MB. I'll quickly download it. You can use any means you know how to download it. It does not necessarily to be what I'm using. Altogether. So let me check. My video finished download. Download is taking. Okay, the download is taking eternity. So the downloading is taking eternity. So but the easiest way is there are a lot of green background. If you have any of the green backgrounds, you can bring them in and remove that specific color. So it will look as if they are in your object. I wish I would have done it more practical. It will look as if they are in your object. So, any question? And if you have seen video whereby people put people beside each other, you just bring a preacher in and then you put your video or your picture beside it. That one too is the same thing. It's overlay. It's overlay. You understand? It's overlay. I think it's clear. Any other thing? Yes? Okay. So any other thing? Is there any other video you have in mind that you think we have not covered? I will have done video of you double click. So we do click do video in that, but this screen is not up. You talking to yourself. It's simple. Yes, two of you talking to yourself or acting. First thing is you must make sure you have a tripod or a stand or something that the camera is on the same. I can put this here. Go to my camera. Where is this? Any of the camera? Let's say open camera. Now, okay, let me go swap to back camera. So this is not serving me. I think I can use any of the tripod anyway. I have table tripod here. I'm unable to go around and show this, but this table tripod, this is the holder. So this one is a tripod you can use on the table. So the bottom line is that you must have a stable tripod, a stable standard page. So, select. Go fall down. Thank you. I'm thinking of recording, do something like that now. Now, when you are doing your first recording, you show the person coming in. You come to one side of the story and you talk. Should we do it? Okay. Who should we use as the actor? Let me look. Since light is misbehaving currently, let me use please help me with this tripod. The stand. No, it's just a stand. Yes. No, remove. Okay, give me the base. Let me quickly do it like. Oh, okay. Are we still using this? We can. Okay, just leave this. We can use this now. But did I have? Okay, I have this. Let me use the small stand. Let me quickly. I hope it will hold my phone. I've been on a while. It will be. And I don't want to disconnect the video here. How will I disconnect it easily? Who will borrow us his phone? Oh, okay, I will still want to show it on editing. Let me just disconnect. I will connect back. Or can this one reach here? So that I went before the. Okay, there is not even light now.